We are here in episode number 139 to talk about the winners of the 2021 Councilmen movie draft. We're going to talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We're going to talk about the Northman trailer. We're going to talk about Hawkeye season finale and all. So tune in for this episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be our 139th episode, which will be our last episode in 2021. Yeah. There's the usual. There's Albert, there's Kelvin, Ariq, and Teguh. Drinking.
That's all good.
Yeah, Teguh will be doing this show while he's cooking, so you might hear some sizzling of his
I'm almost done. I'm sorry. It's a late night
delicious
snack.
delicious egg.
He's actually
Eh?
carrying. The camera
No,
is off, but
meatballs.
he's actually carrying his whole desktop around right now. You know, because his
Oh,
cable
yeah.
is not wireless. He's cooking egg in one hand and carrying the monitor on the other. You know, kind of good.
Yeah. So yeah, this will be our final episode of 2021. Yeah. We are not. I don't think we are taking a break this time because, well, why not? We just feel like doing it, I guess.
Because we're lonely, we don't have any other friends, and we don't have anything better to do. Admit it.
Teguh has some
That's
point
nice.
there.
Like, oh, is this just your self confession? Because I don't think any of us felt that way.
It's my self-confession, but I know it's applicable to all of you.
It's
I
that's
love-
definitely
went out-
applicable
I
to me.
just went
That's
out-
why we're
But
friends.
my religion don't celebrate Christmas, but you know what? I'm on holiday.
Oh, Feta Movies got a good one here. What if 2021 doesn't end? You're in a Groundhog Year.
Actually, dude,
Situation.
Kel, I just realized what you should have said instead of like this the last episode of the year. Should have just said this is the last episode, like no comment
Oh.
or anything.
Oh,
They thought this was actually the last episode of the
we did-
Councilman.
we did
Oh,
that
yeah.
joke already on the 100th episode.
Oh, we'll do it again. We'll do it again on the 200th.
But yeah, anyway, we are going to do our usual weekly watches, that's for sure. And then we are going to talk about our draft that we did earlier this year. Our 2021 most anticipated movie. Like, sure, some of the movie got delayed. That will come out in like the next year or so. But Albert will explain the scoring system later on.
I will.
So yeah, after that we'll be going through the Northman trailer discussion. Well, if there's anything to discuss about that, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, who there will only be Albert and Ariq because
Did you actually saw the trailer though? I'm curious.
no, I did not
Okay,
watch the
okay.
trailer.
Okay,
Neither
that's
did
Yeah.
I.
Yeah, Teguh also didn't watch the trailer. So yeah, you guys go ahead. You can later in the Doctor Strange trailer, you guys can talk spoilers because me and Teguh will be out of there. And yeah, lastly we're going to do Hawkeye episode 6 discussion, I suppose. Yeah, or
Yeah, season
spoiler
recap.
review about season recap. It's the final episode for that, and yeah. So yeah, that's basically the rundown for today. All right,
Mhm.
so I guess let's start off. We have a lot to talk about, so let's start off with our weekly watches as usual. Who wants to go first? Albert, Ariq, Teguh?
Teguh.
Teguh. Yeah, I
Didn't
think
Teguh
Teguh watched
watch
quite a
four
lot of
movies?
movies.
Oh, I watched
Yeah.
a lot. I watched 4. 4.
Yeah,
I watched a trilogy plus 1.
Trilogy
they all have-
plus
they
They
can
have
one.
all
something.
be-
They have something in common.
They can all be
of them.
summarized They can all be summarized very, very simply, as Ariq has done so in the Discord call. Basically, all the movies I watched can be summarized as I was watching a Scotsman pretend to be an American.
Wait, I want to guess.
Yes.
Let's guess. Let's
Yeah,
guess.
go,
In the
go,
chat.
go.
Guess.
In the
I
chat,
have no
take a
clue.
guess as
Okay,
well.
the fact that there is no plot here, I have no clue what's going on.
You can give more context, I guess.
The thing is, here, Bert, 4 movies. One is a trilogy, and one's just a separate movie. But
Oh,
all
never
of
mind.
them,
I just realized that you told me what it is. So
I told you.
Oh,
Okay.
go on.
Oh.
yeah.
All right. Well, in that
Oh.
case, they were all starring Jared Butler.
Yeah, of course.
Beauty
So
Of
what did I
course,
watch?
that
Okay,
guy.
so at first I watched Hunter Killer, and then I watched the Has Fallen trilogy. So was it Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, and an Angel Has Fallen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So which one you want to talk about? The trilogy or the +1?
I don't bloody know.
Plus one. The trilogy or the +1?
The
I
plus
feel like
one.
I can summarize everything in one go, but for like
Alright,
the
yeah,
plus
sure.
one. So for Hunter, I mean the trilogy at least. But like for Hunter Killer is like separate because it was a submarine movie, and I don't know. I mean, there was just like I had it on my Netflix list, and I don't know why, but I was like, you know what? I feel like watching something. It's been like 2 weeks I haven't seen anything for weekly watchies, so I was like, all right, let's watch something. All right, let's watch
Mhm.
this submarine, and then it was
Yeah,
alright.
go on.
It's just like your typical oh, Russia is bad guy, but not actually bad guy. But yeah, but like they're just part bad guy, but they're good guys as well in Russia, and it's just like I got
What?
Compelling plot.
I think it can be summarized in one like one phrase, I guess. We may be bad guys,
but that
But
doesn't
we're
make
not.
us
doesn't mean we
bad
are
guy.
bad guys.
Bad guy.
Pretty much that, isn't it?
Yeah. So wait, should I talk about the plot? I guess yeah. Hunter Killer overall plot is just there was a coup in Russia, and then this general like does a coup and like kidnaps the Russian president, and then almost starts World War III with America. But Jared Butler and his team of brave sailors in a submarine, with the aid of another Russian submarine and some what were they, Delta Force? Like special forces people, managed to save the Russian president and prevent World War III. Hooray! There's nothing that
Yay.
special about it, honestly. It's just your typical like.
You sound excited about it.
Didn't you say it was a submarine movie?
Yeah.
Or is that a different one?
No, it is.
Well,
So
Hunter
it's
Killer
like
is a
Oh,
submarine movie.
it's
Yeah.
well, at least
Do you like?
70% of the movie is a submarine movie. The remaining.
Are those 70% underwater?
Oh my god.
Bruh, it's like Finding Nemo.
60%.
60% of it is underwater.
Because the rest of it is following the special forces people or the Russian president, which I really didn't care that much about. But
Every time when Teguh was watching this, it's just like submarine, and he's just like, yeah.
That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're talking about.
and like special forces, oh, not you again.
Wait, question though, Teguh. I know you like
Yeah.
war stuff, but do you actually know submarine models and stuff?
Nope.
Because I know you know tank stuff. Like tanks, I know you know.
Yeah, I know.
Ariq as well.
Tanks,
Submarine,
most planes.
Submarine?
I've
Subs.
not until like the specific models, just very generally.
Generally,
Very
yeah.
generally.
All right, all right.
Like
I know you
I'm
know-
more than the submarines. I'm more familiar with the weapons used to counter submarines.
Interesting.
All right, all right. Okay, okay.
Um,
I know you know
yeah, so
about
that was
warships
that.
because you play Azure Lane.
It wasn't only because of that.
The,
but
Well,
the
okay.
depiction is a bit
Partly.
different of the ships. They have big guns.
Big guns. That's
Big
the best way of
assets.
putting it.
Assets.
But yeah, it was okay. I'd give it like, because I like war movies, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10, which is alright. I think it's just like your run of the mill kind of like action movie. As for the Has Fallen series, it's an exciting watch for an action movie, as in like, there's lots of action going on and everything, and sure there's a lot of, okay, my only complaint with it, there's the bullshittery, the shameless and sheer bullshittery.
Of
Like,
what?
like of just the premise of a lot of things, like you know, just like how suddenly sometimes like the enemies are like sometimes so competent but sometimes so incompetent, just depending on
Oh,
the plot.
yeah, I
Um,
get what you mean. I get what you mean.
like and like I mean, I don't know, like for example, like with the first one, Olympus Has Fallen. You mean to tell me that North Korea was able to afford all of that?
Hey,
Who knows,
hey,
man?
man,
Yes, they can.
a lot of movies,
Intergovernmental politics, you never
a
know.
lot of movies starts to fall apart when you start thinking of it logically.
Yeah,
You know.
that's which is my problem, right? I wouldn't do that. I was just watching it like this is fun and all, watching North Koreans storm the White House. But how the bloody hell did they fund all of this?
Hey, man, movie magic. That's how you do it.
And
Movie funding.
yeah, no, and just sometimes like the rationale and all of that, like I don't know, man. Sometimes it just yeah, if you think about it logically, it just starts to fall apart in certain places.
Hmm.
But like the general stories are okay, and like it was fun enough.
All right.
Funnily
How much
enough,
did you give it?
oh,
No.
the whole trilogy. Because I watched everything in one sitting, it's hard for me to kind of split it into different ratings. But for the
It's
whole
kind of like a
trilogy,
blur, isn't it?
it's pretty much a blur. I mean, like I'm pretty sure I know I can distinctly because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
set in the White House, set in London, and set in
yeah.
well all over America,
Maybe
right?
Teguh after watching is like, the White House is in the UK.
Company's
That's
not
not
you.
how
He
it
knows
works.
geography.
That's not how it works.
But yeah, no, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of
Alright,
10, 7.5 maybe. Yeah, it
alright.
was okay. Like it was just fun to watch and not think about it. Because if I start thinking about it, I start not liking it.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
just like sitting there and not thinking about it was pretty good.
Alright, alright, alright. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. To go watch a trilogy plus one.
Come on.
Alright,
With the
yeah.
same guy on it.
Yeah, we're same guy on it. Yeah. How about you, Rick? What you watch? What's
Ah,
your weekly watch?
when it comes to movies, I did not watch anything because I was supposed to watch Kingsman
Oh
and The
yeah.
Matrix at one time this week. But the thing is, my mom said like, oh, she can only watch on Mondays, and she said let's just watch, together. So I'm like, fine, we'll watch on Monday. We'll watch
Fine. We'll
tomorrow.
have family time.
Yeah, we'll have family time tomorrow. We'll watch tomorrow. And Matrix, I don't know, like I was just wait, hang on. I know we're gonna skip a bit, not skip. Uh, jump slightly ahead. Where's the draft? I want to see.
Oh
I
yeah.
put it on the draft as well for both of them, so technically I
Mhm.
should watch it. But you can see that Matrix. It's like at the
It's on the
bottom.
bottom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that's why it's like technically I could try watching it at some point, but I was like,
Because it is on HBO Max. That's
it is
true.
on HBO
It's
Max, yeah,
gonna
so it's
be there
pretty
for a
easy.
month since this week, I guess. Yeah, starting this week
Yeah.
for a month, it's gonna be there. So
Also, did it
Oh,
get down
okay.
after?
That's a lim-
yeah, that's all how the HBO Max release happened. It's gonna be there for a month, and then it's gonna take it down. And then I believe once it's available to like when it's available to purchase on digital and like Blu-ray is out, I believe they put it back in. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, that's why Tom and Jerry is there now.
Alright.
Oh, I did not know that's how it works, right? But yeah, I didn't watch either of those movies, even though I should have turned my in my what do you call it the bracket.
Yeah,
But I
yeah, yeah.
was watching an entire series. I was watching season 2 of
Oh, you
The
what's that
watched
thing
Witcher.
called?
The
The
Witcher.
Witcher. The Witcher,
Nice.
yeah, and
I
all
thought so.
season 2 of it. Yeah, and I should mention like I had this talk with a friend of ours from the Discord, from our own like Discord server. Apparently, like he understood the book and everything. Or I
He,
think he read the book. I'm not so sure. To go, what was it?
he
Did he
played the
what? Did he
game.
read the whole book? I know he played the game, yeah, but did he read the book as
I think
well?
that's
Or
I
is that
think he knows
together.
just
tidbits from it, but he didn't read it.
If what
okay?
I've
If
He
read
I'm
it,
didn't
not
read them, but
yes.
he
mistaken. If I'm
understood.
not
Oh, but
mistaken.
he
Yeah,
understood
yeah.
it basically.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, cause he did not entirely like the second season of The Witcher because there was like some inaccuracies, something to do with the books, and he said that Yennefer was annoying. And you know what? I actually agree with that part. I actually
Oh,
don't like
really?
Yennefer.
Yennefer is annoying.
I
All right.
actually do not like Yennefer's
All
character
right.
in the second season. But
And because to what I heard from that is like some characters are supposed to die to die much later on. but they die like
or not
early
die
on,
at
I guess.
all, yeah.
Or not
Yeah.
die at all, kind of thing.
But then like
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing, because I
Wiradharma.
haven't played the game fully and don't know anything about the book. I do not exactly understand what they did wrong.
From
Hey.
So
I haven't
you know
I
that
haven't
ignorance is a bliss kind of thing. Yeah.
The less you know, the better.
but from what I've heard, I mean,
That's my
I
friend.
haven't watched the series either.
Yeah, I
but,
know. I would have guessed. But
I haven't watched
but
the series either,
yeah.
but from what I've heard, from what he told me, from what I've heard, it seems like they
Yeah.
did change a lot. Like so I don't know. I'll probably watch it next week. Yeah, so like well, starting Monday, like the week of tomorrow. And see how I think about it later. I guess I'll
Fair
let
enough,
y'all
alright.
know. Maybe.
Nice.
I'm gonna watch The Witcher season 2 like much later because I still want to watch Money Heist first.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. How
Yeah.
about Albert? Are you planning to watch? Actually, did Albert
You still
even watch
haven't
the
watched
first
season
season?
1,
I-
haven't you, Bert?
I plan to watch a TV show next week. It's called Cobra Kai season 4.
Oh, I know
I've
that.
never-
Oh,
Yeah.
I've
It's
heard.
on,
I've
it's
heard
on
good
Netflix.
things about Cobra
I believe it's
Kai.
out next week. So yeah, that's the one
Okay,
that I
Alright.
want.
Okay,
I
but
am-
it's
I-
okay. To be honest, it's not like Witcher's like something you need to watch. It's not
Mm.
arcane, you know. So you guys can delay it as long as you need to.
Yeah.
That's no
Alright,
problem.
yeah.
And my opinion on it, to be honest, I think it's pretty good. It was easy to follow. Most of the story takes place with Geralt and Ciri, which I'm more interested in than
Than everyone else,
everyone
right?
else. Than everyone else. So it was like, yes, look,
Alright.
yes, Kelvin. I know it's not Kelvin, but yes, Kelvin. I know her arc was pretty good, but the thing is, like, as a character, she's pretty annoying for the most part. She just kept shouting the F word so many times. That's all she
FYI,
does.
my friend is using my phone to watch it, so
Oh shit! Oops.
that's why it's me. That's why it's my name.
Yeah, I'm going to refer to her as Kelvin Richard.
Yeah, it's alright. To be fair, I didn't tell you guys her name. But
Yeah, I
yes,
know her
Kelvin's burner
arc is
account.
technically the most progressive. I just don't like her as a character. It's just annoying. And I remember I asked this to I asked my stepbrother like, "Kat, do you like plan to watch Witcher anytime soon?" And she's like, "Nah, Yennefer is bad ugly."
Oh, straight up. Alright, straight up. Alright, sure.
Even
I'm like-
even
I'm
after
like,
the
hey.
glow up they gave her in season 1, damn.
No, that's the funny thing is like, hey, it could have been worse. It could be Triss. Honestly, Triss looks, you know,
To be fair, yes.
uglier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we'll
God,
discuss
they did
we'll
Triss
discuss
dirty.
The Witcher season
No
2
offense.
furthermore most likely next week because
Yeah,
I'm
but-
actually interested next week because we're doing the like best of the year kind of thing, and we're gonna
Mhm.
talk about our favorite films of the year as well as favorite TV shows because we don't talk about TV shows on the show that much, but next
Yeah.
week we get to cover a bunch of those that we really
Yeah.
like, and I'm pretty sure we all watch very different TV shows. So I'm curious to hear. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
teaser
This
for
is a
next
sneak.
week.
This is a sneak peek, yeah, for next week. But yeah, all right. Before we continuing the weekly watches, let's go to the chat for a bit first.
A
Yeah, a lot of
watched
people.
a lot of things.
Let's start from Star Machine. Star Machine saw. I saw Matrix Resurrection. It was good, but I don't love it. Doesn't blow my mind. Yeah, Naruto the Man also said saw Resurrections as well. At least when the other Matrix sequels were meh, they had good action sequence. Yeah.
Oh, aside
Uh,
from here on, it's bad. That's okay.
I heard Kelvin talk about the
Yeah, I
brain.
talked about it a little bit. And then Feta
Funny
Movie
one,
says,
one.
I saw Kingsman. I really liked it. Not as good as Secret Service, but better than Golden Circle. Insanely fun.
Let me comment on this real quick because I did watch this too, but I don't want to talk about it too much.
Alright.
I love Secret Service because it's perfect of style and like substance and story. I think Golden Circle was like too much style, not enough. The story's not that good. It's sort of like if you eat something too much of something that's too good, it makes you sick. That's how I feel about Golden Circle.
Damn,
The
alright.
King's Man has a good story. Weirdly, for a Matthew Vaughn movie, there's not that much style. At least
Okay.
based on how I see it. Although I
Hmm.
think Teguh will really like it because this is a spy war movie. It's a fictionalized retelling of World War One.
Yeah, I mean this is right up my alley, so
I think Teguh will probably like it. So
I'll probably
yeah.
watch it on Tuesday. So well, not probably. I'll most if I can. You know what? I'm gonna go get the tickets now.
Damn, on
And I'll
stream.
be watching it on
On
and I'll watch
stream.
it on Tuesday.
Because I think I can
yeah.
get it from today. So
And then yeah, Katie Lynn saw I saw Nightmare Alley. this is honestly one of the most beautiful looking movies that I have ever seen. Is it a horror by any chance? No.
It's Guillermo del Toro. It's
Oh, I like
know
that guy.
I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but it looks cool.
No idea.
I don't know what's it about.
Does it have a lot of blue neons?
Sort of.
What?
No, not really.
Yeah, like the cinematography, the costumes, and the art direction blends together to create absolutely dazzling images.
Nice.
And yeah, Phantom Beast also rewatched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Love it every time. Never watch it. You see, this is the kind of Christmas movies that doesn't appear in Indonesia channels because all they show is Home Alone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know
Yeah, that's good.
Having seen this
Yeah.
one, I sort of understand why.
Then Katie Lynch said, "Watch Tick Tick Boom. This might be my favorite performance of Andrew Garfield after The Social Network. Such a great performance and story by him and Lin Manuel Miranda." And yeah, Joe watch. Next symbol, Joe watch Cruella and Mexican Enchanted.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I was like, please explain what you mean by Mexican.
And Naruto the man
Enchanted.
said, "WTF is Mexican Enchanted."
Encanto.
It's Encanto. I know there's no coloration of Mexican on the movie, but you're just
Or
saying
Or
like,
no,
From
they're
that
not,
it's
they're not even
Colombian.
Mexicans.
yeah, they're
Apart from
Colombian.
that, it's Colombian.
Wow.
This is a very dangerous comment. No coloration.
Correlation.
Correlation.
Joe, you watch your.
He does not see color.
Doesn't matter, Joe. Not orange tinted enough for you.
But yeah,
Not color.
Alright, let's
honestly,
move
I mean,
on.
like, Cruella is a good movie. Cruella is a great movie.
Yeah, no, we
right?
watched
Yeah,
it.
Cruella is a
it
great
was
movie.
great.
Yeah,
It's
and
good.
yeah, that's true. Alright, so yeah, alright, let's move on, I guess. Oh yeah, this week. Yeah, Albert, you'll be the last. This week I watched was
Damn straight up.
this week I
Very easy.
watched a lot of movies actually. Let's see. I watched the whole Matrix series because
So that's
I don't know if it's surprising or not. I've never watched any of the Matrix. So I
You
watched
what? Oh no, it's fine.
So yeah, I watched the everything. So 4 movies of the Matrix. Then I watched the French Dispatch, and I watched the movie that just got released a few days ago. I think Don't Look Up. Yeah, I watched 6 movies this week.
wow.
Um,
So you beat Teguh.
On a roll.
yeah, on a roll. But yeah, here honestly, okay, I'm gonna talk about them like rather quickly, I guess. Here,
Mhm.
the Matrix series as a whole, I watched it in the span of 3 days, kind of thing. Honestly, it's like I know Matrix is like one of the classic movie, but I don't think I feel like Matrix is just it's a great movie, but to me it's just kind of it's alright, I guess. It's good. Especially like the first movie. It's great. The first movie is great, but I wouldn't call it amazing kind of thing, you know? Yeah, I think I talk about this with Ariq and Teguh. I feel like Matrix is one of those like classic movies where it doesn't have a lot of followings. You know, like classic movies like, you know, like
The Matrix?
yeah, I just don't feel like it got. I know it has followings, but I don't think it has
Oh yeah,
that
Kelvin did
big
mention it,
of
yeah.
a following. That's what I
I-
feel like at least.
My counter argument is it had a following until the sequels happened.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Because the bullet time stuff that was revolutionary. It's one of the most revolutionary films.
That's
And
why
then
the first
Matrix- and then
movie
the
is
sequels
great.
happened. I
Mhm.
think that's why the fandom sort of died.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I can agree with that. Cause yeah, I agree. The first movie, revolutionary. It's amazing. The action sequences are fun to watch, and then like the second movie, they just got horny and bold with the CGI. Let me explain.
Okay, I'd like to hear you explain.
Here, horny as in like, dude, come on. Like the first few, not even 30 minutes of it, they have like a whole like everyone's like partying in Zion, and then like in that party, I'm pretty sure some orgies happen, and then like Trinity and what's his name, Neo, they together, they smash each other like sensually. And then they have like the whole thing, the whole what's the name part with like the French. I don't know if it's a French guy, but some guy that knows how to speak French, I suppose. Yeah, and then he's like, all right, look at that girl. I'm gonna give her a cake. And then like a waiter brought her the cake. She eats the cake, and then she orgasms on it. As in like, and then she eat it. It tastes so good. She's like, oh, feels good. Horny. Yeah. But they did mm, like put the horniness down a notch when Trinity and what's his name, Neo, got like separated, and when they get back together, I was fully expecting them to kiss each other directly, but no, surprisingly, they hug each other, which is I'm like wasn't expecting that. With all the horniness in the movie, I wasn't expecting that. Sure, they kiss afterwards, but I was expecting a more direct kiss. Just that. And by both, I mean the action sequence is like they use a lot of CG doubles for it, which it's 2003, didn't look as good. I'm not wrong, alright? For that time, maybe it looks good, but watching it now, it doesn't look as good. But yeah, and then yeah, so 3 and the second and third movie, it's alright, I guess. Honestly, like the action sequence are pretty fun to watch. It should have been fun to watch, but not gonna lie, I fell asleep.
Damn.
I fell asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep on especially I think the second one where the twins are like chasing Trinity or something. Yeah, I know that scene is like it's honestly pretty cool. It's just that I don't know. I got bored. Yeah. And then the fourth movie, like everyone said, it's okay. Didn't love it, but doesn't blow my mind. But it was good. I think. I think it was at least better than the second and third. Yeah. 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 Pretty much that. And then in the fourth movie, there's one scene. I think I sent it in the group chat, in our line group of where like Trinity is like floating and then he's like holding Neo, and I just I add the fake subtitles with like I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I don't know.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought that was an actual line from a movie. It threw me off.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Bert, but Neo did not say I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Oh, that
I'm
just
sorry to
ruined the movie
disappoint
even
you.
more.
But honestly, it's like that scene it's not supposed to be funny, but it cracks me up so much just because I was thinking Neo saying I'm Mary Poppins, y'all, with like Trinity as an umbrella. Yeah, there's that. So yeah, I got a good laugh out of that. Yeah, pretty much that, and then the French Dispatch. I understand why it's split. Honestly, after the first story, like Albert said, the first story is the best.
Yeah. so
Second and third, it gets boring. Like yeah, it gets boring. Especially the third one. Honestly, I don't really understand about the third one. I'm like I kind of get it, but not really.
I'm
you
gonna
know?
say this, and I'm gonna get lots of hate comments from Wes Anderson fan.
Alright.
This is very much made for TV. Well, not made for TV, but I think you would enjoy this much more when you're at home on TV instead of watching it on theaters.
I agree. I was thinking like if I were to watch this in like a span of like 1 or 2 days, I would enjoy it more. It's like I watch like the first story, then I watch the second one, then I watch the third one, kind of thing in like separate sitting. I think it'll be better. It's just that it's all in one sitting and it's like a movie. The story doesn't even correlate with each other, kind of thing. It's kind of like what?
Yeah.
Why? And the cast, the actress I've been waiting for only appears. I think she only sung a lullaby, and she
Who?
spoke like a few sentences. Saoirse Ronan. I was really waiting for her to like show up in the movie, and she only like sang a lullaby and like speak like a few lines, and then that's it. I'm like, oh my god, really? That's it? She's who I've been waiting for, and I'm like, that's all I get. Come on.
You
I was kind of disappointed.
you
by
know
that.
how I feel when I watch The Homesman now.
But yeah, so yeah, French Dispatch. Honestly, I mean, overall, I think it's just it was okay. it's definitely, I think, one of his. I don't know, I wouldn't say his worst movie, but one of the worst one, I guess. Yeah, that's what I felt for it. But the first movie was good though. Yeah. Though, and then the end, I kind of like the ending where they're like, writing the obituary for
Mm.
what's his name, Bill Murray's character. I forgot his name,
Mhm,
but
mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
that scene was pretty bittersweet. I guess I kind of like that. Yeah. And lastly, Don't Look Up. I'm not gonna say too much about it because it's still very new, right? I don't want to spoil it too much.
Uh-huh.
All I can say is that I was expecting a serious tone. It wasn't serious tone at all. Yeah. And then and it's definitely a criticism on um m- modern society. That's for sure. Yeah. Albert, would you have?
Criticism,
Can we
criticism.
bring up the comments? Because I haven't seen this film and I still want to, but now I want to watch the film even more because of
You should.
Yeah,
Honestly,
people
you should
are.
watch Don't Look Up. Yeah.
what
Let's bring up the comments. Yeah.
Fred Love Movie says. I saw Don't Look Up. I don't understand how this was made. Like this movie is so stuck up its own ass. I would rather have a root canal than ever watch this again. And
Mhm.
Star Machine said, I also saw Don't Look Up. I agree. What a crock of smug and pandering bullshit this was. And Samuel says that, yeah, one of the worst movies of this year. What a waste of cast.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
are like
Whoa.
smashing it.
And you gave it a 4. You gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
I mean, I don't know. I kinda enjoy all the. I don't know. Like, if I don't think about the politics too much on it, I enjoyed it. Just because it's pretty. I just kind of like it. I guess pretty meta. I like it.
Adam McKay is polarizing. I don't really like Vice, but like I like his comedies, but like Big Short is good, but like some of the satire stuff that he does in terms of more
Yeah,
drama, I'm
a
not quite a
satire,
fan.
that's for sure, about
Yeah.
modern society,
Mhm.
which is like, yeah, it's. Maybe that 4 out of 5 is probably just going to be recency bias because I literally just watched it a few hours ago,
Fair.
so probably gonna change. But yeah, honestly, I think you should watch it just to see how it is. Again, like you
Oh, I
said,
plan to.
his movie is polarizing. You know, yeah. Though I gotta say this though. I think I say to my friend, like, what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence. All right. At one point, she just appears everywhere, and then she's gone. And now she's here again. I'm kind of like, what happened?
Sounds like her career.
Is that her career?
Pretty much. She's a mirror and then she's gone.
Yeah. I think like the last movie I know that she was in like was Mother or something, and that's about it.
She was in Dark Phoenix 2019, but she barely.
I didn't
acts
watch
in
that, right? But yeah.
there. Barely acts.
So that's pretty much what I watch, I guess. Oh yeah, here, my friend chime in. The point is to make for Don't Look Up. The point is to make a mockumentary of our society and how we are so stuck up in our social media and how good everything is. Everything is in social media.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for me, I guess. Albert, how about you? What you watch?
Yeah, so sometimes I feel like I don't. I'll just address it. Sometimes I feel like I didn't accomplish much because I don't watch enough movies. And then I heard you guys like, oh, I watched 4 and Kelvin watched 6, and then I counted how many I watched this week, and I realized I watched 11. So I was like, never mind, I did watch a lot of movies.
Damn,
Uh,
Albert, you try hard.
Goddamn.
Flexing.
but-
Flexing.
So I'm not. I'm gonna mention some of the stuff I watched, but I'm not gonna discuss it too much. I saw It's a Wonderful Life finally, a classic Christmas movie. That shit's
Ooh.
really hardcore. It's like I love the ending. It's incredible.
I thought you were gonna say hardcore. I'm like, wait, what?
It doesn't become a Christmas movie until the last half of the film, but it's oh my god, my heart it's so full after that film.
Damn,
I saw the classic Psycho. All of you probably are familiar with it. Super thrilling.
I haven't watched it, but I know the scene. With the
That's all I
stabbing,
know as
yeah.
well. That's all I know, but
Mhm.
it's great.
Pretty much, I think everyone knows that scene. Yeah.
I had a shit day at one point. I rewatched Paddington 2. Good stuff. Kelvin disagreed, but anyway. I saw both National Lampoon European Vacation and Christmas Vacation. Good stuff. I saw The House Bunny for some reason because of Emma Stone. We watched Star Trek, watched Kingsman, watched High and Low. But the one I want to talk about is I don't know if you've seen this, but it's an anime movie, A Silent
Okay.
Voice.
Oh,
I
I've
was
seen
gonna
that.
I was
I
gonna
saw
watch that. I was gonna
I
watch
saw that on the
that.
plane a
So
long
none of
time
you,
ago.
none of you have seen it, right?
No, I have seen it.
So
Teguh,
I'm
I've seen
not.
it. I haven't.
Oh, okay. I don't want to go too much spoiler then, but I
You cried.
no,
Oh,
I didn't. That's why
damn.
it's a weird. I had a weird experience with it because it made me feel a lot of things, and like, but the best way that I describe it to my friend, if I can find the text here in a moment, but it's like I feel like sort of a hollowness at the end. Like I should have
Oh,
been
one of
like I
those.
feel like I should have been affected deeply by it, but the emotional level of it is just about to pass the threshold where I would be deeply affected, but it came up short, so I sort of feel blue balled emotionally. It's a weird feeling that I had, but like in short, the film is like really beautiful. I love the style that they do with the there is something that they do with how they block out certain characters, and I love it. It's really effective on how they do that. Um, and because that affect the narrative as well, and like the different characters that's involved here, I thought was really good as well. So yeah, I really like the film. Curious what you guys thought of it when I've seen it.
Would you recommend it though? Would you recommend it for like? Because I'm pretty sure in the chat, I don't think none of them watch any anime stuff. I'm assuming at least. Maybe Naruto the man watched it. I'm pretty
Naruto the
sure.
man. No, he does not
But
watch
I don't think
anime.
anyone else. Would you recommend it, Bert?
If
Yeah.
this is your first anime ever, probably not.
No, that's
Because
true. I guess.
it's a little bit on the longer end.
It's a
It
movie.
feel at least it feels long. The pacing's pretty slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely a coming of age stuff. So probably not if your first one. Probably not this one because it might turn you off. Although I don't think anyone would disagree on the fact that the art style is beautiful. So
Yeah, that's true. Do you have something to say about Silent Voice? No?
you don't remember.
Not really. I'm in agreement with Albert. At the end of it, I felt hollow.
I think
I didn't.
Hollow is
I
probably
didn't.
the right
I
term,
didn't
yeah.
feel sad or like wanting to cry. I mean, I felt sad, but it was more of a hollow sad, is how I'll describe it.
All right.
Yeah.
But I like the art style. I don't remember too much because this was like 2 years ago. I think I saw it, maybe even 3.
Yeah. This came out 2016.
But yeah, I mean, I'm on the same boat. I wouldn't recommend it if it's your first anime. But if you like these kind of things, like if you like
You like feeling hollow.
if you like feeling hollow, if you like I think if you like what's it called? Your Name, you might like this one.
It's cool.
But you
I
think,
wouldn't
Bert?
say
You
it's
like
the,
Your
sa-
Name.
it's the
I don't wanna
same
say-
kind of movie, but it's similar enough that I think that if you like
Yeah,
it,
that's
it
fair.
might be up your alley.
That's
It
fair.
might translate to.
It might translate. It won't necessarily. It won't definitely translate, but it might. So
Yeah.
I'll say this though. At the beginning of the film, I thought we were following a certain character as the main character. Turns out, not even halfway, they switch it the perspective to follow a
Damn.
different character,
Okay.
yeah.
and that was a bold and brave move because usually not a lot of films do that in terms of because of the things that the character did. It's
Mhm.
interesting that they select to pick this character as the main lead, but they did a good job about it.
Damn, all right.
Also, unintentionally, I've seen so many ASL on medias this year with like Coda, Hawkeye, and like parts of Eternals.
Eternals. Yeah.
I don't know if the world is telling me something about this. So yeah.
The ASL is a new language of the future. No longer do we have to use our mouth.
ASL's
But I
cool
like
though.
using my mouth.
ASL's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
alright.
cool. Yeah. I was actually going to watch like a Silent Voice this week, but then I'm like, damn, I have so much movies I haven't watched on our draft, so that's why I just end up watching. I try to watch all of them at least. Try to, the keyword there. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically it for our weekly watches. Teguh watched the Has Fallen trilogy plus one Hunter Killer.
I have fallen and I can't get
Ariq,
up.
Ariq watched The Witcher season 2. I watched the
Uh,
Matrix. What do you call it?
season not season
Quadrology.
2. Yeah.
Quadrology.
Yeah,
Trilogy plus one.
Yeah. yeah. And then I watched Don't Look Up, and what's the other one that I watched? French Dispatch, yeah. And
Yeah.
Albert watched 11 movies, and
And
one of
Albert
them,
have no life. Yes, clearly.
yep. And Albert like the silent voice, so yeah, that's good.
Wait, I don't know
Also,
why. Before we move on, I just want to point this out. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
By the
Naruto
way,
the
the
Man
box
said,
office for
yeah.
No Way Home is insane, especially during the pandemic. Pretty much everyone have
yeah.
seen it at this point.
I love
Everyone.
that. I love that comment.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Right now,
I'm kidding that comment.
like on YouTube, like the honest trailers and stuff, they're already posting about it, and I'm like
No
trying so
way.
hard to. No, not honest trailer, more like the pitch meeting dude, the screen run guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy, and then like some other YouTubers, they already start posting about it. And I'm like, not interested, not interested, not interested. Block channel.
My cleansing is actually quite effective. I haven't gotten anything.
Bro,
I don't know. Once
there is one channel which I really appreciate. This channel, oh god, I forgot the channel name, but they did a breakdown of the film, a 1 hour
Yeah.
video, and he literally break it down, and he was analyzing the like grainy footage of like handheld camera, and I'm like, my god, the fact that he analyzed based on handheld camera, respect to this dude. It's like so
Damn.
detailed. It's insane.
I'm not gonna falter and watch the cam version. No, I want my first experience to be
Yeah, don't.
great.
on theater, yeah.
Yeah,
This
on
has to be on
theaters.
theater.
It
There's
has
no
to be.
other way. Has to
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know one of my friend already falters and watch the cam one.
be. Is it Kelvin Yohanes? No, that's
It's-
not her.
She watched a third of it already.
Wow, that's a third of the surprise gone.
Yeah. All right.
I'd
so yeah,
I'd rather watch the whole thing in cam than only watch a third of it.
Well, it's more like she was watching a third of it, then I came in to watch Don't Look Up with her. So yeah.
You ruined it.
All right. So
Phil.
yeah, that's pretty much our longest weekly watches. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next stuff that we're going to talk about, which is our draft. Yeah, the winners and losers of the 2021 Councilmen movie draft. So yeah, if you guys don't remember, can someone bring up the picture? I can't find it. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the draft that we did like earlier this year on January. So yeah, as you can see, obviously that time, some movies like Uncharted and stuff that was supposed to be in 2022 got delayed to the next year and so on. So yeah, there's that, but that's fine. So yeah, we are going to. You know what, Albert? You are doing the scoring system.
Yes.
Can you explain the scoring system, Albert? Go
So
ahead.
yeah, again, as a reminder, we did this in the beginning of the year. We'll do it again at the beginning of next year. We basically did 8 rounds of drafting movies of 20 of releases that we thought was released in 2021. 3 movies, actually, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Quite a few.
I believe 6 movies is not out. So yeah, but basically we did draft that, and at the end of the year we basically do a scoring system based on Rotten Tomatoes the critics rating, not the percentage, not the Rotten Tomato rate percentage, but the critic rating, because that exists and some people don't know that. So I use that. The audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, Metacritic rating, which I gotta say, after seeing how Metacritic does their stuff, I don't understand what the rating system is. Some of the numbers are really weird. Doesn't make any sense to me. And lastly, Letterboxd rating.
Right.
Most of us use Letterboxd. So those 5 aggregated and like averaged out a total combined into for all of us total. So I have the results. Do you guys want to take a guess who you think what do you think the ranking is from top to bottom?
Wait,
I know
for-
I've lost. I just
for
wanna know how bad.
for the viewers for the listeners, I guess, in the podcast version. Let's I'll tell everything, I guess, that we drafted. So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
starting from Teguh. Teguh drafted No Time to Die, Top Gun Maverick, Black Widow, Death on the Nile, Hitman's Wife Bodyguard, Tom and Jerry, Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, and Minions, The Rise of Gru.
Again, I know I've lost. How badly is my question?
Teguh did have 3 movies that's not released this year. So
3 movies not out, yeah. And then
that's sort of like both a negative and a benefit, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. And then for Albert drafted Spider-Man No Way Home, Dune, Last Night in Soho, Eternals, Mission Impossible 7, which is not out, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Candyman, and Coming to America. And then for Ariq, he drafted Godzilla vs. Kong, The Kingsman, Free Guy, Uncharted next year, The Conjuring, The
Mhm.
Devil Made Me Do It, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Matrix Resurrections, and F9, the button on your keyboard.
F9.
And lastly,
Kelvin, yours.
me, Kelvin, yeah, I drafted. All my movies came out. So,
All your movies came out.
Yeah.
So technically Kelvin won because everyone got disqualified.
do I get extra bonus points for everything
No.
coming out?
No.
No.
It's like bingo.
Bingo.
But yeah,
Yeah,
for
It's not
me,
fault.
for Kelvin, I drafted Raya and the Last Dragon, The Suicide Squad, A Quiet Place Part 2, Venom Let There Be Carnage, The French Dispatch, In the Heights, Luca, and Mortal Kombat. So yeah, that's our draft pretty much. All right, so Albert, go ahead.
Okay, so you guys don't want to guess? I'll just say it then. All right. So,
Yeah.
I'll just say I started tracking it a while ago, right? And then yesterday I did the update.
Mhm.
The race become much closer because a certain someone's rating weirdly just started for some of the films started dropping, and someone's like started
That's mine,
rising.
is it?
So the race got closer. But anyway, last place.
In the
You know
last
what?
place.
I'm gonna close
Oh.
it first, and then I'll show it.
I'm
Again.
gonna guess it's me.
The last
I'm
place.
gonna guess it's
and
Teguh.
the total,
It's me.
the best possible score is a perfect 10. Okay.
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 So in last place with a score of 6.13, averaged out of all the films, is
Mhm.
Teguh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there you go.
All right. Yeah.
I
Let's-
mean,
let's.
I have
It's-
Tom and Jerry
Oh,
and
we just-
G.I. Joe in there.
I was
Oh,
about
wait.
to hide. I was about to hide the winner, but good job, Kelvin.
Oh, no,
Oh,
I
that's
thought I
okay.
thought you were showing. I didn't see it, but I'm sorry.
I
guys.
didn't see it. It was too quick.
All
Yeah,
right,
I didn't
anyway,
see it either. You just ruined everything.
I'll reveal everything, and then we'll show the full thing.
All right. Next. Third place.
Next, third place.
Oh, mine.
With
Easy, mine.
6.58 is
Okay.
Ariq.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I know some
Wait,
of the
I-
movies were not.
Wait,
that
how much was
good.
And
it? 6 what?
6.13 for you to go.
13. Okay.
We're not
And
bad.
I was
then,
expecting like a 4 point something.
And then I'll go to the first place to.
First place. Okay.
So the first place
Roll.
with 7.25 is
7.25.
Kelvin.
Hey.
I have second place with 7.03. So
All right,
I don't know
all
I
how
would
right,
much
all
actually
right.
guess Kelvin would won because in terms of like in average, like he has
I think my-
averagely better movies.
I think
Albert
my
has like
stinker-
stinker.
select
that
few
way.
that's good.
Yeah, I think my stinker is the
How's-
Mortal Kombat. That's my stinker.
I think so.
Venom.
Yeah.
probably like
Mortal
you
Kombat
can,
and
you can see
Venom.
the average. You can see the average scores. I think the highest one is No Way Home right now of all of the average, all of them, and that boosts me up a little bit because I was third place, and then this came out this week, and it dropped Ariq's pretty much a little bit. Ariq became third place; he was second, and then
Damn.
Kelvin for some reason,
No way.
Raya and the Last Dragon, Venom Let There Be Carnage, and I forgot which ones, the rating started dropping for Kelvin. So Kelvin was winning by quite a bit. And then it got
Yeah.
closer to 7.25 because some of the ratings dropped.
Who
yeah.
changed the ratings? Goddamn.
Someone changed it. Wait, so my strongest one is a re-release. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah.
it is a good.
I mean, for. I feel bad for Teguh. It's like all the ones he chose. I think outside of No Time to Die.
Yeah,
everything
No
else
Time
is
to
not
Die
the
was the only
best.
one that's actually really. Right, no,
Mhm.
we enjoyed Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Wasn't like an amazing.
Oh,
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
It was,
Okay.
That-
it was
it was
fun.
It was
was
a
a
fun
fun.
one. I don't think
Yeah.
critically it was that good, but it was fun.
Critically, it
It
wasn't
was
that
a fun
good.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Katie Lynch. She said, "Congrats, Calvin." I never thought the man was saying was rooting for Albert Lamau, but nice race.
Suck it, Tommy. No.
But yeah, Samuel Fine said, "I knew Teguh was going to lose based on his pick." Lol. No offense, but Tom and Jerry and Snake Eyes, yeah, that's
I
enough
mean,
to bring it down. His Lucky
To be
Minion
fair,
didn't
to be
came
fair,
out
we all
this
saw
year.
that one coming.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be much slower if Minion was out.
I mean, we all saw that coming, okay?
Yeah.
Honestly, by Hitman's Wife Bodyguard, I was out of picks. We all know that.
And somehow Science also said, I hope he draft better next year though. I'm going to root for him next year regardless of
Oh,
what he picks.
no.
So don't disappoint me.
Pressure.
Oh no, I have pressure now.
Really
I
underdog.
don't. I don't like pressure.
Yeah. Phantom V says, Ariq has great picks, but it seems like the last few releases might have dragged him down. I think that's what
I
did
said.
happen.
I said.
Yeah, that's what Albert said.
Kingsman and
Right?
the
Yeah.
Matrix, they were the last few ones. I should mention that I picked Godzilla versus Kong, and then after that I was like, shit, I have to pick other movies.
Yeah. Phantom V says, Kelvin picks are all solid, really, except Venom. But everything else is good. Yeah. I feel like except Venom and Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat wasn't.
Yeah,
Critically acclaimed.
those are the only ones below 7. Everything else for Calvin's above.
Yeah, everything else
Yeah.
is above, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any 8, don't I? Do I have any 8?
You have In the Heights. In the Heights. is
Yeah,
Oh,
one.
in the
Heights.
Heights, yeah. Yeah.
There's only a few 8s. In the Heights, Spider-Man No Way Home, Dune Part 1. That's
Alright.
it. Those are the only ones that's 8.
And then Star Machine 33 said, Albert has good picks, but his last few also is kind of questionable. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I was,
Albert has
I was
like
gambling. I was gambling on the last
individually. Look, No Way Home 8.46, Dune 8.4. Yes, two
Yeah.
8s. But
Yes,
the
two
rest
8s.
were.
And then Coming to America, I don't know why I picked that. I guess I just like.
I mean, at that point, like the last 2 picks, I think we're just kind of like picking whatever at that
I
point.
could have picked Shang-Chi. I could have. There are so many other bigger films
To
that I
be-
could have picked.
To be fair, that point in early January, we are like, no news about Shang-Chi, we don't know anything about Shang-Chi, and none of us were excited about Shang-Chi. To be fair.
Yeah, there wasn't much information there.
I feel like it's the same for everyone else.
I could have.
No one was really
knew,
thinking
and I
about
had. I
Shang-Chi.
sort of had faith with West Side Story as well. I could have picked that. I didn't. And like,
Yeah.
no one picked Cruella as well and everything. So,
Yeah, again, Cruella. None of us thought it would be good. We all thought it was
Oh,
just
yeah,
going to be a
no.
cash grab. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And turns out it's actually good.
Misjudged.
Yeah, misjudgment on our side, but those are great movies. Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned for next year. I guess in January we are
in 2
Yeah,
weeks,
but-
right?
next
We're doing,
episode,
yeah.
we're doing that in 2
right?
weeks.
in 2
In
weeks.
2
Yeah, basically,
Two
yeah.
weeks? Okay.
We are going.
not
Yeah,
next
because
episode,
next
yeah.
week we are going to do the best of 2021, and then
Oh,
the
right,
week
right,
after
right.
that we are going to do the draft. So yeah, stay tuned for those 2 episodes. Should be a fun one.
There is a lot of blockbusters next year, as well as a lot of prestigious films as well. So it should be interesting.
Yep. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I got first place, yay, and Albert got second place, Ariq third place, and Teguh fourth place.
Fair enough,
Next year
yeah.
you gotta do better, Teguh. Next year, Samuel Stein is on your side.
Well, to be
I
honest, we've had a look at the list of coming releases, and they were pretty. They look pretty slapping.
They look pretty slapping. Yeah, they do be slapping.
They do be slapping.
Alright, yeah. So next, I guess. Alright, so let's move on, right? So next, we are going to be talking about a new trailer that dropped of an original movie. Wow, you don't see that often.
That's not true. There have been lots of original movie that came out.
The Northman trailer. Yeah. I don't think we have much to. I don't know about you, Bert, but I don't think any of us have much
Looks cool.
say about Northman trailer. Outside of that, yeah, it looks solid. It looks cool. Great cast. Anya Taylor-Joy is in it, so that's definitely a must-watch for me. I like Anya Taylor-Joy so much.
Mhm.
Yeah. Outside of that, I don't know. Yeah. Like Fat Movie says, the Northman trailer looks badass. Love Eggers. And Eggers plus Taylor-Joy together again is recipe for success.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
The Witch.
Yeah, so pretty much that's the only reason why I'm kind of excited for Northman. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Everyone else, I guess. Let's start with Albert. Albert, what do you think?
Looks cool. I didn't like the lighthouse. I like the Vivitch or the witch, however you want to say it. So I'm somewhat interested about this. I'll be honest. The only reason I put this trailer in the group chat is that's how you guys are aware of it. So maybe one of you will pick it for the draft. Because if I didn't do it, I'm pretty sure none of you will be aware of this film. So I'm just I'm doing that for you.
I
It
wasn't
looks
thinking about the draft.
I think yeah, this taking place. I don't know. I'm assuming. Is it the like
It's like
Norse
Icelandic.
Icelandic
Anglo
stuff, right?
Saxon stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Saxons.
Those regions. But yeah. Yeah. Again, like from what we saw, I think you guys can agree that the visuals looks cool. It kind of looks like Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yo,
I mean,
They-
literally, one of the
Ariq,
moves he did when he grabbed the spear and threw it
Ariq, I
back,
just
that is
found out something.
literally a Valhalla move.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
to be specifically. Yeah.
Ariq, I just found out something. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but George Julius Bronson, aka the Mountain, is gonna be in this film.
Oh, that's pretty
Well,
sick.
I
Of
mean, might
course.
as well, right? Might as well. It
He
fits
is-
him. This kind of movie.
He is Icelandic, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
is he?
gonna
Yeah,
be
he is
cool.
I swear,
Icelandic, yeah.
he's gonna be topless.
He's gonna fight
why
Anya
wouldn't he?
Taylor-Joy. Let's go. Oh, wait.
No.
Anya Taylor-Joy's gonna win.
Imagine the mountain is just. I wonder what will break first.
Your village or your body.
Or your body.
Your body. Oh my god.
And then just grab Anya Taylor-Joy with like one hand.
God. I don't know what. I don't know where this movie's taken.
But yeah, Northman trailer looks great. Looks badass. I don't think we have much to say outside of that, right?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, we just want to get it out there because Northman looks promising, and I don't think many people know about it that much. I suppose, unless you're really into movies. But yeah, Nasar Mission said this seems like a Teguh movie. I'm putting
Yeah.
money. He's going to draft it. Well,
Okay.
Teguh.
I don't know if I'm gonna draft it just yet, but I am excited for it.
What, you rather draft Minions again instead of this?
Yes.
Hey man,
You never
Teguh-
know what little old me is gonna come up with.
Teguh is a man of surprises. That's for sure.
Unpredictability. That's my motto.
I thought
Predictably,
giving-
I am predictably unpredictable.
I thought forfeiting was your motto.
No, sadly we can't allow.
But if I
forfeit.
forfeit all the time, I'm predictable, right? So.
Oh, that's true. Oh, made a good point.
Didn't think of that,
Alright.
now, did you?
All right, yeah. So yeah, that's very much Northman trailer, I guess. Yeah, just want to get it out there so people know about it. But yeah, no, look, I guess let's move on to the next one, which is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer. Yeah, me and Teguh wouldn't be joining this because, well, I heard Ariq and Albert told us that it's the end credit scene for post credit scene for Spider-Man No Way Home,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna risk it. I've been avoiding spoilers like crazy,
Mhm.
so I'm not gonna risk and watch it. So yeah,
Same.
Albert and Ariq will be talking about it, and you guys in the chat, if you guys want to talk spoilers, it's fine because me and Teguh will be out of the stream until you guys are done talking about it.
Yeah.
Pretty
We'll
much,
try
yeah.
to keep,
All
we'll
right,
try to keep it short so you guys can come back fast.
it's fine. It's fine. Just break it down in detail, I suppose. But yeah, all right. So yeah, Teguh, let's take our leave and yeah, call us back on Hawkeye episode 6 breakdown afterwards.
All right.
But
sounds
yeah.
good.
All right. So yeah, go ahead. I'll leave. Now.
All right, now they're
Alright.
gone.
All right. Let's not spoil anything and keep it very so that they regret the decision of Leo. Let's not mention anything.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
no,
Let's see, how do I start this? How would you go, actually?
Trailer looks great. I mean, we obviously teased that last week. And honestly, there is nothing about Spider-Man No Way Home from this except from that one dialogue that was narrated in the beginning of what Benedict Cumberbatch said. Right?
Oh yeah, wait, yeah. I'm replaying it a bit just to make sure.
It's just the dialogue when it's like the multiverse is something that we don't know about, blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's the only reference to Spider-Man No Way Home. There is nothing else really. And I mean, I thought the trailer looks really cool. It definitely have a visual style to it that I sort of like. After watching No Way Home and then seeing this trailer, it feels something looks different with the lens of the camera. I don't know, it seems different. But I hope it have the horror vibes. Sam Raimi's directing it, so I have hopes for it. It looks great. I'm excited. obviously you can do anything after No Way Home. Literally, there is no limit to what you can do with this.
Yeah, that's
Of
true.
what they can do with the multiverse. So I'm super excited. That's my initial thoughts. What do you think?
So yeah, I like what you mentioned before about how the camera lenses or whatnot. Um, like it does have a much different tone, and it's not just to Spider-Man No Way Home. It's like a different tone to the MCU in general. Like, cause
Mhm.
yeah, like you said, it's more horror, like not horror, but like actually not technically horror. I'm not so sure how to describe it. Just looks very grim, like really dark.
Yeah,
And yeah, and I should mention as well, like, is it connected to like the TV series? Because I have a feeling it's like connected to Wanda, because they did mention
it's
that
gonna.
event.
I
Yeah,
mean, they're bringing back Wanda for a reason, and they mentioned Westview for a bit, but I don't know how much they will
yeah.
address the events of Westview. Um, but
Probably
they'll
just
connect to
that one
that.
dialogue.
Yeah, it's gonna connect to that. Wanda's gonna be there, obviously. I think it's gonna connect to What If because of the Supreme Strange, or at least that's a version of Doctor Strange. Um, although there is one shot in that trailer, and I couldn't really tell based on the how it's shot, but that evil Doctor Strange looked like it's missing an arm or missing a hand, not an arm, or either that or he's
Mhm.
putting it in a pocket in his pocket. But I don't think he have any pockets there. So it looks like it is missing a hand, which will be interesting because like hand is a very important part of Doctor Strange, especially in the first movie. So
Oh
like if it's
yeah,
missing a
yeah. I'm
hand,
looking at
that's
it.
an interesting take to it. Um, and yeah, I think obviously it's gonna involve What If is gonna involve that. I don't think White Vision is gonna be here, but if it is, it's gonna be wild. Um, One thing that I noticed that's awesome that is not in the theater version, but is in the
Mhm.
YouTube trailer version. They did the opening Marvel credits, right? This wasn't in the theater. Those usually it's just like the MCU logo. This one they did lots of stuff, including the old MCU intro, as well as the intros to the X-Men movies.
Mm,
Because the Marvel intro to the X-Men movies are slightly different, and they
yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah.
did that in the glass shorts thing. It's like, oh, is this how they're gonna introduce the X-Men? It's gonna be so cool. Or if they even bring one of the X-Men characters in this, because literally after No Way Home, it's very possible.
Actually, yeah, that's true. Because it's all like the whole multiverse kind of thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild stuff. But yeah, we
So,
saw go ahead.
oh no, no, I have no, I have nothing much to say about it. It's just, it's just like a really enticing trailer.
Yeah, I mean we saw Mordo again with the longer hair.
Mhm.
We
We haven't seen
saw
him since like the first Doctor Strange movie. Was it
pretty much we haven't seen him since
so
the first
long
Doctor
time
Strange
ago?
movie. Uh, we Wong was there again. Obviously, he's a sorcerer supreme, right? After No Way Home, we can talk about
Yeah,
that
yeah,
more.
yeah.
So I think we're gonna see that. And like, if you remember in WandaVision, Agatha Harkness mentioned how the Scarlet Witch is even stronger than the sorcerer supreme. So that means
Wait, oh yeah.
in terms of power level, it's Wanda, Wong, and Doctor Strange. So maybe that makes sense why Doctor Strange needs help of Wanda because like he's so much lower in the power level scale at this point.
Damn. And the thing is, we already see like, I mean, no, he's been proven himself that he is, pretty powerful as one of the more powerful MCU characters. We're
Mhm.
gonna see like power levels like beyond the physical realm, I guess. Yeah,
It's
we'll
gonna
see like, multiverses and shit like that.
it's gonna be bad shit, man. And like even there is a shot where Wanda is like meditating on top of the candles thingy, which looks really creepy and like super witchcraft.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
if you notice her hands, and I didn't notice and someone pointed out, her hands, like the tip of her fingers, are blacked out. And
Mhm.
that's what happened when Agatha Harkness uses like magic, where she takes power from like dark energy, dark matter. So like maybe she's tapping to like those dark dimension power, and that's why her fingers are like blacked out. So that's gonna be like powerful stuff.
Yeah, and I just mentioned about Wanda's like, because in the trailer we do technically see her in her Scarlet Witch form, which I'm not sure if it was
Mhm.
different from the movies. I mean, from the TV, but still looks so fucking badass. I do want to
it
see more of her because, like, I really liked her in the series, and she was really badass in the end. So I really want to see more of it in this movie.
this costume in the one in the shot, there is a sleeve, and she doesn't have a sleeve in the TV show.
Oh right,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
some people are saying that, oh, I guess she just changed the costume, or some people is even saying that maybe they're just like there is two Strange. What if there is a different Wanda? What if there's gonna be
Oh
a two
wow.
Doctor Strange and two Wanda? Oh my god! Oh,
Oh my goodness, can it even handle such a thing?
it's that would be crazy. Or like, yeah,
Yeah,
and
because
like
some people.
in the comment,
Yeah, yeah.
the Mernomi says the trailer looks like it had style. Hope the Sam Raimi translates to the real film. He also said, I think that might be Shuma Garot, but maybe something else. He's referencing the big tentacle creature.
Tentacle monster. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it is Shuma Garot. Shuma Garot's a famous one in the French canon, and this creature also appeared in the What If TV show.
All right,
So,
yeah, that thing, the tentacle one.
hmm so if that's it, that will be pretty cool. Star Machine said Strange Supreme versus Strange versus Wong versus Wanda versus Mordo. Imagine that.
There's
And
a lot of magic.
yeah,
God.
and like also some people also theorize that because Wanda want to bring back her kids, right? Maybe that's why
Mhm.
she's tapping to that dark energy. What if Wanda? Because there is no clear villain. Maybe it's Strange Supreme, the evil
Mhm.
Strange, or maybe it's something else. What if some people say, what if Wanda is the villain? Somehow she turns bad in this film, which will be crazy. But it makes sense logically with her. Like, what if she teams up with Supreme Strange to they because of like she craves that like she wants
Yeah, yeah.
to bring back her kids.
It could be like she was enticed by maybe
Yeah,
Doctor Strange Supreme, like, oh look, there's a way to bring back your kids, and she's like, yes, I want to know how, and they want to stop
because
her.
what is the one motivation of Strange Supreme?
Oh shit.
He wants to stop and try to bring back Palmer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the What If episode
Yeah,
6? No, I can't remember.
episode 4,
Episode 4, right? Yeah. Oh
right?
damn!
They have the
Oh,
same
it's all coming
motivations.
together.
And we
Is
also
that
saw
really?
Christian
Wait,
Palmer.
actually, that's the thing. Before we actually jump to like, oh, it's connected to What If. Is that really the same Strange Supreme from What If, or is that completely different?
I cannot tell if it is.
Like, right? Because the thing is, like, Strange Supreme in the end of What If, at least he sort of became good. So yeah,
Right. So
he
maybe it's
practically is.
different. Maybe it's different.
Yeah, could be the difference, or it could be from a different, I don't know, timeline, time
Yeah,
setting.
yeah, it could be anything, honestly. And I also know that they recently did reshoots to add more cameos and stuff.
Mm,
And some people have speculated that this was because of some of the positive responses from the What If series. So people saying like, "Oh, what if Captain Carter make an appearance at one point, a cameo, just because of
oh,
it, because of multiverse?" Or like,
oh,
what
oh.
if some other characters make a cameo appearance from What If? Like, that's insane. If they
Oh,
do
that's
that.
saucy. Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard so many stuff about this film. Some people say Patrick Stewart as Professor X is gonna be here, and there's gonna be a battle with Patrick Stewart and Wanda. I don't know if that's true. I've heard obviously because of Sam Raimi. I've heard that maybe Toby's gonna be back. I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah. Huh. To be honest, I think when it comes to the 2022 drafts, I think this is. I'm probably gonna try to include this early on. Not sure after a look at the list.
I think whoever gets the order of like who's the number one pick, who's the number 1, 2, 3, 4. I think most of us will try to fight for this. Honestly.
Yeah, this or Batman. The I forgot what's his name. Robert Pattinson on him, or like this basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Or even Spider Verse. I feel like lots of people might.
oh yeah, or
fight
even
for it.
Spider Verse, right? Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
like
yeah.
top 3. Yeah, it's gonna be
Damn.
wild. So let's talk about America Chavez because she's in the trailer. I don't think a lot of people know about her, right? I don't know how much you know about America Chavez.
I don't think I know anything about her.
Oh yeah, she's being played by I'm gonna misspell her name, mispronounce Zosiril Gomez. But basically, in the comics, all you need to know is that she has cosmic powers. She's from a different realm, and she is
Yeah.
superhuman in a way. And one of her best powers is that she can literally punch her way through to create portals to another dimension. Basically, she can punch and create a star-shaped portal to another dimension.
Wow. That is incredible.
So it's probably that's how they're gonna travel from dimension to dimension, just punch her way. There is a shot in there where it looks like there is a blue star somewhere in the shot, so it could be her portal.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's a possible. I think it's just gonna be. I don't know how they're gonna introduce her, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a big part of how they travel from dimension to dimension. But yeah.
They're really going into their into the like multiverse kind of thing ever since Spider-Man.
This film is gonna be so. I don't even know how to describe it. This film is gonna be so ambitious and could be such a dumpster fire, or it could be so insanely good. Because like we already know, again, Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange, Wong, Christine Palmer, Mordo, Scarlet Witch, America Chavez is gonna be there.
Yeah.
Again, we mentioned possible Tobey Maguire, possible Patrick
Possible
Stewart.
cameos.
Yeah.
X-Men.
Possible the What If reference, Captain Carter. Again, what Loki TV show dealing with multiverses could
Oh
be.
yeah.
Loki could be here. Sylvie could be here. And then again, maybe White Vision could be here. Maybe the kids, Wanda's kids, could be there as well. Like I don't know. There's like so many. And like in the comics, again, I don't think this is gonna happen because it doesn't make sense for the plot. But in the comics, America's Chavez best friend is Kate Bishop. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen because it's too much at this point. But maybe a cameo. So yeah, it's batshit. It's gonna be wild.
There's a lot happening in this movie. Well, then again, there's a lot happening in Spider-Man: No Way Home, so
It's a lot of speculation, but I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
You know what? I have trust. I have trust that this will be, the movie will go right, or as planned. My goodness.
Yeah. It's gonna be this film's gonna be exciting. I cannot wait for it.
So yeah, I guess we're safe to say that I think most of us are really hyped to watch this. Yes, as Simple Joe said, I'm gonna start spinning my hand to pick a portal and find the multiverse where this movie is out today. Yes.
Yep.
I would like to. What is it? Actually, is there a release date?
May.
Oh,
May 6th.
No specific. Oh, May 6th. Wow.
It's supposed to be March, but then they pushed it back.
Yeah, they delayed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Postponed.
Yeah, it
May
is.
6th.
This is gonna be super exciting. I cannot wait for this.
I can't wait to put this on my to fight this on my.
We're all gonna fight for
roster.
it. Yeah.
I think we're gonna fight for it. I know Kelvin's gonna go after Batman, but we're gonna fight for this one.
Pretty much safe. Yeah, I think maybe you, me, and Teguh will fight for this one.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I guess that's our thoughts on it. We'll talk about it, once the movie's actually out, or once Kelvin and Teguh has watched No Way Home.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So let's bring them back.
We have to bring them back and move on to Hawkeye.
Yeah.
How to bring them back? Private chat line.
I'll
Get back. Get back.
Yo, guys, come back here.
Come back. Get back here.
Yeah, but anyway, this should be interesting. And now we're transitioning to the Hawkeye series finale, as episode 6 and season recap. So we're gonna talk about that once everyone comes back. So yeah. I don't know if they can hear us at all. I mean, I brought them back, but I don't think they can hear us. They probably have us muted. So
No, I have you on my second monitor. Pays to have two monitors.
Well, Kelvin doesn't have a second monitor.
Yeah.
So once Kelvin realizes he's on the camera,
say it in private chat. Say it in private chat.
What? I'm back. What?
Oh, okay.
We're done.
Hello.
I'm playing Brawl Stars right now.
So yeah, we went really deep with it.
All right.
Yes, there were a few spoilers, so don't watch back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. And I know it's gonna bound to happen. Well, I just choked on my own.
Kelvin's
Not very professional, are you?
yeah, let's move on to the Hawkeye.
So yeah, let's move on to the Hawkeye spoiler review, baby.
I just said that.
And season recap, I guess.
Season
So
recap
this-
as well, yeah.
So this is Christmas. That's the title.
Oh, is that the title of the final episode?
Is that yeah? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Huh. The Christmas was yesterday.
Christmas
I mean,
was it?
came
No,
out,
2 days
it
ago.
Came
I guess.
out. It came out on the 22nd. So
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh, yesterday for me.
so yeah, how are we doing this again?
we just share our thoughts of the episode, and then we can go
Yeah,
over
we're-
overall season.
We're going directly into spoiler territory, obviously. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think everyone in the
so
chat have seen it.
yeah, let's start off directly with like, I don't know.
The
Do you want
first
to
shot.
define-
The first. Let's go to the first shot of the episode, and they directly waste
Yes.
no time and revealing Vincent D'Onofrio is Kingpin. He's back.
Yes.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about that.
baby. I think honestly, what's his name? Kingpin's performance, like it's good in some parts, but I feel like it's honestly quite lacking in some, especially the action bits. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
agree with
especially the
that.
action beats, and then like whenever D'Onofrio is just kind of like threatening or like talking, he's amazing. I like him in that role.
Yo,
But when he started like I don't really enjoy the final fight scene with Kate Bishop, of like Kingpin versus Kate Bishop. It's like he's just not the fighting type, I guess. When they try to show his strength, it's kind of weird. I don't know. That's how I feel, at least.
I'll say this. I actually, because I'm a psycho, I rewatched the full series again because my initial thoughts on the
Yeah.
series was that it was really good, disappointing finish, and I feel really disappointed. But I wonder if I was being too harsh on my criticism, so I decided to rewatch it to see if it changed at all, and like it does, because I think as a whole, and this is gonna go to this as a whole for the finale, everything. They recap everything pretty well, in my opinion. They did everything all well done. The only thing that slightly disappointed was Kingpin. I agree with that. He does not. The thing that they build up is still not as satisfying
He did not live
to
up.
what he is. Yes, because they built him up really high, and I guess it's sort of difficult because he's only have one episode.
No, and it's not only they build him up high, it's also the fact, especially if you watch the Daredevil series, you have very high expectation, especially since they
Yeah.
recast him, kind of thing. That's for me at least. I have quite high expectations for what Kingpin's going to be like. You
Right.
know, yeah.
And like even for myself, because they never confirm if this is the same Daredevil Kingpin or not. So I am going into the show thinking that this is a brand new character, so I don't want to put that thing in the background to try to see it as what it is, as what they is.
Yeah.
They built him up, and it doesn't really. It just doesn't.
Live up to the
It's-
expectation, I guess. to what
Yeah,
you're
it's
expecting.
like the build up is not the best.
On-
I'll
although-
defend the fight scenes. He clearly does not want to kill Kate, so he's not using his full force. All of the things that he does in that fight is just he's pushing Kate. He's literally just pushing Kate away.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to.
basically,
He
yeah.
doesn't want to kill Kate at all. So it makes sense
Yeah.
of how he approached to the fight is. He's still strong.
No-
Though. He literally ripped off a car door. So
No, that's a thing though. It's like again, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a brand new Kingpin, nothing to do with the Daredevil series. But again, it's it's in the back of my mind. Like we knew what he's capable of, I guess. You know, and he's just not doing that kind of thing. They are like, well, nerfing his sense of his murderous intent, I suppose. Of yeah, that
it's,
yeah.
Less
it's
murdery.
Disney Plus. He's not
It's
gonna
Disney.
smack someone.
Exactly.
Don't
It's
get it.
Disney Plus. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's like my main concern about it, right? Yeah, like they're going to tone it down, but yeah, that they definitely tone it down. Like
They
Kingpin in
definitely
the
did, yeah.
Hawkeye in the Hawkeye final episode, he's more like when he's not threatening, he's more of I'm pretty fun guy kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting, especially the Hawaiian shirt and everything.
That is straight from the comic. That is straight from
Yeah.
the comics, by the way. There is a comic
Oh,
storyline where
nice.
he used the Hawaiian shirt the whole time.
That's neat. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So yeah.
I do love that if you realize, whenever he's pissed off, like whenever he's talking to Eleanor or like talking to Echo and he's kind of pissed off,
Mhm.
his eyes went from like normal to slowly twitching to intensely twitching. Like I don't know how I cannot twitch my eye like that, but the way how he did it is like kind of like so cool. Kelvin, you're not twitching your eye at all.
I know. I
Yeah,
think
no,
my
you're
eyes are
just
just too
like-
small.
You look like
Oh.
you just had a stroke.
It
Yeah.
felt like I'm twitching my eyes, but honestly, on camera, now that I look at it, it's pretty much like I'm closing one eye.
Do your best impersonation of Kingpin.
Yeah, Ariq, what did you think of Kingpin?
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
but-
right?
I think I'll do your
I never
quiz first.
Yeah, I'm
since I
especially
watched.
curious about Teguh since he didn't watch the Daredevil series. Yeah,
Mm.
Teguh,
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
like again, I never saw it, so I didn't have any expectations going in.
Mhm.
But from what I just saw, I liked him. Like he's that
Fun uncle.
okay. I was gonna say he has kind of like the hints of like those typical like Godfather vibes, but then again, not really. Because no, I was saying like with the Godfather vibes,
Mm.
they're like, oh, you're part of the family kind of thing, like just like
Mhm.
yeah, literally just family. It's all about family, and like he says that, but I kind of feel like he doesn't mean it. He's just saying it just for the sake of it. I could be wrong, but that's like what my impression of it. My impression of it, and the fight scenes. Although I don't have a point of reference from like Daredevil or anything, I do agree that it was a bit um
Lacking.
not necessarily like okay, I'm with Albert on this. It felt like he was holding back because I clearly you
was.
clearly saw him uh pull like rip a car door open, but like at the same time when he's fighting Kate Bishop, it's just like yeah, he just felt more annoyed. I feel like
He
Yeah.
literally said that you're starting to annoy me.
yeah, like
he's
he's
starting-
just
Yeah.
like being annoyed, just like I don't want to deal with you right now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even though it was still pretty violent, but like he didn't have any intention to kill, I guess, is what I kind of took away from it. My only thing is like my only complaint about it is they're hyping like well, I don't know if they hyped it up. Well, they did hype it up a lot for like the hardcore fans and you guys hyped it up a lot. But at the end we kind of close it on on an unknown with like Echo shooting him.
Mm.
I'm like, on one hand, I'm inclined to believe it doesn't end there, but on the other hand, it just might. So I don't know.
Man, they clearly kill him off. No, can you imagine if they did?
That's the thing, right? Like, yeah, it looks like they killed him off, but I'm like,
Yeah,
I would-
I mean,
like Kingpin is such a big character, not just for like Kate Bishop. He's a big character, especially they're bringing in Daredevil and
Mhm.
let me.
you know, existing MCU characters. Spider-Man has a lot of run-ins with the Kingpin, and I'm assuming they're great stories about Spider-Man and Kingpin, you know. So I'm like, there's no way to kill him
It's-
off, right?
He's coming back in the Echo series. I'm
Pretty sure it's coming. There's
And
no way.
let me tell you what's gonna happen, based on a comic.
Okay.
Does this look familiar to you guys? That's Echo. That's Kingpin. They're literally talking about
Oh,
family.
yeah.
We need each other.
Huh.
Bam. All right. And then, this happens. The next frame. Pretty much, he just lost his eyes.
How do you lose an eye from a point blank shot? No, you lose your brain.
Kelvin, this is a comic book. It doesn't make sense. At one point, Kingpin somehow regained his eyes based on science. They don't explain it too well, but he gained his eyes back. It's comic book. field.
Hey man, it's science. It works. It works out well. It's
It's
science.
science.
Hey, Daredevil's biggest villain just lost his eyes. You know, they're in the same playing ground.
No, they're the same.
We're not so different, you and I.
Oh, we
But
are
yeah,
the same.
I'm pretty sure they're just gonna do this for the Echo series.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's no way they're going to kill off such a big character. You know, maybe if you have
Which is
no.
what I'd like to believe, but I
Well,
mean, again, I don't know much about him, so.
yeah. Again, like if you don't know much about Kingpin, like if you just like super casual about it, it's like, oh, all right. So what's the point of
Damn.
him? You know, coming,
Kelvin just
appearing,
called
and then
me a
dying.
fucking normie.
Ah.
You are though when it comes to this, yeah.
When it comes to this, you are Teguh.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
No, but yeah, the very casual people, they'll be like, oh, what? He's dead, just like that. But to us, that knows about it.
To us, he
They
means
pan
a lot.
away. They pan away for a reason. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever they show someone like dying and then they pan away,
Yeah, they find a ways. This never, they're never really
60,
dead.
70% of the time, they're not really dead. Come on.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
MCU. Right?
Yeah.
Even I
Especially
know that.
MCU. Yeah. So yeah, it's a common trope, I guess. So there's no way Kingpin's dead. But yeah. Yeah, pretty much dead. I think but yeah. Pretty much like yeah, Kingpin wasn't the best, I think. It was good, wasn't the best. Yeah.
Mhm.
Though I do like the final scenes with Kate Bishop when hey, it came back, the coin flip thing. And then it blew
Oh,
up. in
yeah,
the air.
He grabbed the cufflinks. That is the same cufflinks from the. We talked about it. It's the same.
Yeah, we talk
cufflinks.
about the cufflinks. Yeah, it's the same cufflinks. Nice. It's a nice callback.
It go to the magnet and everything.
It's like boom.
Kate,
Just
Kate's-
flip the
Kate's-
coin.
Kate's pretty smart.
Okay. I mean, like, you gotta be smart if you're just a average
And resilient.
person fighting against that dude, a box dude.
A box. He's
I
talking to the
gotta
Spider-Verse one.
I gotta say, talking about the ending, and we'll revisit the whole episode. The after she defeat Kingpin and how she hand her mother over to the police at
Police.
Christmas, that was pretty cold. Not gonna lie.
That was cool.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
But
cool.
that was cold. That was cold.
But Haley's and Vera Farmiga's performance are really good in that one. It's like, oh my god, that's like super sad.
Yeah, I agree. And I guess it's a fun ending with like what's his name, Clint Barton, like accepting Kate Bishop and inviting him to meet the family and everything. That was a
Mhm.
sweet ending.
And we finally, there was Agents
And they
of
brought the
S.H.I.E.L.D.
dog.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
was
and the
about to
dog
say-
got the name.
Lucky.
Yeah, and they brought the dog, and they got a name finally, not the pizza dog anymore. It's Lucky now. Yeah.
And we got the resolution to the Rolex agent. And if they flip it, there is a Shield logo and there's number 19. 19 is
Yeah.
the code name of Mockingbird, which we talked about. So maybe
yeah, pretty much that. So yeah, we got the conclusion for the Rolex and then Kate
Actually,
Bishop
no, I wasn't.
and
I
Lucky.
wasn't very satisfied with the Rolex conclusion.
yeah.
I mean, we didn't really get to
and
see.
plus
I mean,
I'm
like,
a norm, and again, I'm a
I'm
normie as
satisfied
we
by it.
established, so that flew straight over my
Here's
head.
what I don't find
Yeah.
as satisfying is that, like, okay, look, yeah, it's cool that we find out that it belongs to her, and
Well,
that
pretty
she's
much
she's
Mockingbird,
an
whoever
agent
it
of
is.
Shield.
Yeah, she's an agent.
Yeah.
It's cool that it belongs to her, but why were the tracksuit mafia so
Looking for
fixated
it,
on
right?
getting it? Yeah, what does it do?
Yeah, they
Is
did.
it just
It's-
a watch? Does it have any
It's so
significance?
it's a watch from the Avengers compound, and they are
Yeah.
dealing with money. It's gonna.
I guess so.
That's
It's gonna
all
pay
they
a
need
lot.
to know.
That's
They are
all they
trying to
want to
steal
know, I
every-
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they want. They just want the money.
True. I mean, again, we don't
Yeah.
really see like Clint
It's
Barton like
disappointing.
there's not much to do with the Rolex other than my identity is in crisis mode, I guess, kind of thing, right?
And Echo probably wanted for just to.
To find out
uh,
about Clint's family, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah.
Because
That's
I thought
pretty
the
much
Rolex
it.
itself has,
More to it, right?
some
yeah.
meaning. Yeah. Apparently, the real Rolex were the friends we made along the way, kind of deal. So. I don't know.
You know, in that sense, I do have four Rolex, 3
What?
Yeah. Fun fact: the first time we see Laura Barton in the MCU is Age of Ultron, right? And then
Yeah.
Yes.
remember how everyone in the Avengers were like confused. What Clint have a family?
Yeah.
Do you know what one of the first words Tony Stark did when he saw it was?
What was it?
This must be a secret agent of some kind.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
Call
yeah.
back.
Like
And those are smaller
Yeah, yeah.
agents.
yeah, and then the kids come out. Those are smaller agents.
Wow, Tony, you know everything.
Damn.
That's
Call
Tony
back.
knew.
Well,
Yeah.
too late. He didn't live long enough to see it through.
Damn, Rick.
Damn,
You
damn
don't have
cold.
to.
Cold.
You don't.
That
You don't have to.
cold.
You don't have to remind us of the tragedy that is.
Recap.
Anyway, we went straight to the ending. Let's talk about the other stuff in the episode. So in the episode,
What happened in the rest of the
well,
episode?
in the episode, obviously, we find they go to the Christmas party, right? They say
Yep.
Oh right.
they open with Kate finding out who the Kingpin is. They work together. Eleanor and Kingpin works together. Eleanor tried to get out of the business, but Kingpin's like, "No, you gotta stay here." Blah blah blah. There's no way. And it turns out it's because it's because the father of, I don't remember Kate's father's name. Shrek
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Broadway.
him.
Shrek
Jack
from Broadway.
Haynes.
No, not Jack.
Jack-
Jack is the
Not Jack.
Jack is
The guy
Oh,
that died.
the fiance.
Oh, the guy that died.
Yeah,
Oh.
Shrek from Broadway owes a lot of money to Kingpin. So that's why Eleanor is in the business with Kingpin. And eventually they go to the Christmas party. They got ambushed. Kate and Yelena had a fight. They slap in the elevator, which is a cool fucking scene. And then they had a fight in the ice rink and everything with the tracksuit, and Echo tried to run away. Blah blah. So what's your thoughts on that whole part of that story? Because we didn't touch that.
Whenever Yelena appears, I loved her. I love Yelena. She's such a
Yes.
gem at this
Stop
point.
making me like.
Such a jam. You mean a hot sauce?
Oh,
As Naruto
She
the man
is-
said
she
last
is a
episode.
hot sauce. She is a hot sauce.
She's very hot sauce.
Yeah.
Go back
hot
to
sauce.
138 episode. But yeah, yeah, like Kate Bishop perfectly put it. Stop making me like you so much. You know, like
Ah, yes.
damn, Yelena, I already like you, and then like after this, I like the character even more. Definitely, yeah. It's like I don't know, the whole her sarcastic nature, I guess. You know, and then it's just fun to watch and fun to see her interact with like Kate Bishops. That's for sure. Yeah.
Not only that, the fight scenes are legitimately good. Like in the when they're fighting after the elevator, and then they are fighting from
fought
from
across
one
the
office to
building.
an office. Yeah, because that's clearly they had to make a set for that because you cannot shoot that. So they made a set for different office and they just pan like that, and that's really cool. That was one take.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool take. That's cool take. Yeah.
Kate and Yelena fighting there. And
Yeah, that's true.
and at the end when she's confronting confronting Clint, her
Mhm.
performance, Florence Pugh's performance is really great in that one, and so is Clint's. They're both their
Yeah.
performance really great, and how they deal with Natasha's grief, and she doesn't believe it and everything, because she's very grounded. She obviously doesn't believe those Mojo Jojo Infinity Stones crap. So like, she's.
Does she know about all those stuff? I don't think she.
I don't think she
No.
does.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
doesn't.
think she does.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
no.
know about all the
That's
space
why she does.
stuff.
That's why she doesn't believe it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
why
true.
when they're the fact that Clint have to relieve that again and explain to Yelena what it is, it's like super depressing and sad. And like
Yeah.
Yelena have to face the fact that that's possible. That's what happened. It's like super the way how they both perform and expect it. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. How about you guys? Like about Yelena? What's thoughts on her?
Just Yelena, no, not the whole.
I mean, like, the whole
middle
thing, I
one.
guess.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like the whole episode, like as a whole, because like I've already mentioned many times here on this series, well, this series, no, like on the Councilmen, that like a lot of action, packed stuff, and this was basically the most action packed episode
Mhm.
of them all. It was more action packed than bloody Falcon and Winter Soldier, in my opinion.
We got a
at
speech
least.
for that one.
a very long, dragged out, cringe speech. This one is just
Well, it's not really that cringe, but it's dragged out.
It was
kinda
okay
cringe.
halfway. After it went
And
too
then he
long,
kept
it's kinda
going.
cringe.
When he kept going, that kind of cringe, bro. But in any case, yeah. I do like the whole like actions. As you mentioned, the one take with the what's her name?
Yelena and Kate
With
Bishop.
hot sauce. The hot
Hot
sauce.
sauce.
The one thing with hot sauce. The no the what is it? The ice ring fight that was very
That
spectacular.
was so cool.
Oh
man.
yeah, we haven't thought. Yeah,
was
we'll touch
amazing.
on that soon.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
touch on that soon, yeah. But that was like spectacular. The Kingpin one, I didn't actually give my thoughts on this. Kelvin just went straight ahead. Who cares what Eric's opinion? But like, what the Kingpin one?
Yeah, I know, right? Who cares?
Who cares? But yeah, I know the Kingpin one. Like, yeah, his was I don't know. Like, yeah, I agree with what you guys said. Like, his fighting was a bit underwhelming. But I understand that one, he doesn't want to kill Kate Bishop, so he can't go full on fight like he does against Daredevil. In the Netflix series. That and also, Disney Plus gonna have to tone it down with his violence a bit. No, not a bit, quite a lot.
Definitely have
So yeah,
to.
he's nerfed like in that kind of sense that his brutality is nerfed basically. So I kind of just like accepted it like, oh, you know what, for a Disney Plus, I guess that's as good as they can get for him, or in the situation. So
For
so I
now.
wasn't entirely for now. So I wasn't entirely
for now.
disappointed by that. So yeah, and also like there was a lot of like what do you call it? A lot of like story like moments, especially the one with the one that I really liked the most is still the Hawkeye and hot sauce. Don't even remember her name anymore. Yelena.
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 Hot sauce.
Yeah,
hot
Elena
sauce.
Belova.
That's her final
yeah, no,
last
there-
name.
That's the last name, Belova.
yeah. Their story is like the most compelling. It also like relates to the end game and Natasha. So that was like I really enjoyed that part. Yeah, it's an extremely strong episode, and it's probably like the best. No, when
One
it
of the
comes to
best, at
last
least.
episodes of all the series, I think
This is
one's
the best
like,
one.
That's probably the best
Yeah.
one. Yeah. For
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
let's literally compare
so.
compare this to what if it's different, completely different, not chat. Compare this to Loki. Loki's finale is just 2-3% talking in a room. That's the whole
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
I mean,
This,
sure, it's
you got-
interesting,
you
but
got everything.
it's interesting. Yeah,
And then
but-
like we talk about Falcon and the Soldier. You said there is a speech at the end. The action is fine. WandaVision is very hit or miss. It's super generic, But
It
like
is,
this
yeah.
one,
Like-
it concludes everything.
this
like
finish is the
WandaVision was
strongest.
like
Yeah,
WandaVision, like first viewing. I think it's good ending, but if you watch it again, it's not the best. That's how I feel,
yeah.
at least.
Because I understand like Loki and WandaVision, they're really good throughout. This just the ending is they're good enough at least. This one is like spectacular ending.
I think I think this is the best ending yet out of the TV shows.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
inclined to
in
agree on that.
agreement.
Yeah.
You have anything else to add to go to this? All this stuff?
No, not really. I just agree. Yeah, I think it's the strongest episode. I really liked it. Apart from what I said about Kingpin earlier, yeah, no, that's about it. You
I
guys
like-
covered everything.
I like that they get to do stuff with the LARPers. I like that again.
I like the
they-
part
they-
when Clint was in the tree. I think that was my
Yes.
Oh
favorite.
yeah.
with the owl carrying the tiny.
I
bro
love
truck,
the owl.
the bro truck.
The bro. No, yeah.
Also,
The bro
Yeah.
fun fact, apparently the owl was inspired by a real life event where an owl was found in a Christmas tree somewhere in New York, a baby owl in like 2020, I think.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's based
Oh,
on that.
alright.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
little
very cool.
reference.
Alright, yeah, let's get to the big fight scene, which is the Ice Ring Fight, I suppose. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, honestly, like the Ice Ring Fight is
Everything.
definitely a very, very fun watch because we get to see all the bunch of trick arrows
Oh
that
yeah,
they
all the
have
trick
in
arrows.
their quivers. It's like, damn. Some of the trick arrows are like surprising on what they
The
can
one
do.
that shoots spikes.
I know. I was so abused by that scene. I think I remembered when we were all watching. Well, without Albert, sadly. Wait, no, it is with Albert.
No, we
Oh,
watched it
never
with
Yeah, it was
Albert.
with Albert.
Yeah, Albert
And then,
was here.
and then I
Never
rewatched
mind.
it again without you guys. Oh,
Damn.
You shut up, Albert. Yeah, no,
I
I
pay
was just
attention
like,
to the arrows more the second time. It's like, oh, that's that. That's cool.
yeah, no, I was finding it was so abusing because I was literally like, it was literally the meme, random bullshit, go, because they were just like shooting random arrows. They all have random effects, and one way or another, they beat them like
Here.
that. It's funny.
I do have to say one thing. One thing I found lacking in that
Uh,
boomerang arrow.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, they never
They
brought
didn't-
the
that didn't make
boomerang.
They
it.
never
Yeah.
brought back the
They don't
boomerang
have
arrow.
they couldn't figure out the physics of it.
Yeah, I was really hoping that the boomerang arrow will like appear again, and then like Kate will say something snarky about it, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's actually good," you know.
They
something like that.
do mention in episode 4 when they mention about trick arrows and how Kate said that an arrow cannot split in a way. It doesn't work that way. And in this episode, when she's shooting at Clint shooting at Kazi, the arrow split into 3, and then Kazi catch the middle one, but the other 2 guys got hit.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
reference
That
episode
was
4,
cool.
so that's cool.
That was cool. That was cool. Yeah.
Also,
Uh,
that one guy literally lose his leg when that arrow frees his leg. He lost his leg. He
Oh,
cannot recover
definitely.
that. That's like
Definitely.
frostbite times 10. His leg is gone.
That is brutal.
I was like, I like that the fight is not only just arrow. Well, not they shoot arrows, but they also smack people around with their bows. And at one point, Kate uses her bow to like do a backflip. Like she climbed on her bow and backflip
yeah.
and kick someone. That was really cool.
Oh
You
yeah,
never see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was cool. That was cool.
So,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Honestly, the Ice Ring Fight was it's just really fun to watch. Yeah, it's really fun to watch. Like
That was
it's
probably like the best action scenes I've seen from all
In
the Marvel
series?
series. Or
Yeah.
one of the, or at least in the top. Definitely in the top.
It's up there. It's up there.
It's up
I mean,
there.
to be fair, like again, Hawkeye is never really like the like never really get like an action set piece, I guess, in any of the movies he's in. So this is the first time we really get to see his full range of trick arrows. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you
We
agree with
even saw the
that?
asset. We even saw the asset arrow with the tree and everything, which we haven't mentioned. That's it.
Yeah. 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 Well, it was really cool. And
Yeah.
yeah. What
Yeah.
else is there to?
I'm gonna go to the comments just to so we can
Alright, yeah.
comment. We can comment on some of the comments if we agree on it, whatever. But last,
Yeah, let's go to
one
the
thing
comments, yeah.
one thing I want to mention. Again with the Yelena and Clint fight, and this is probably maybe I'm stretching it, but like the part where Clint is explaining to Yelena about how she sacrificed herself for the Infinity Stones. Yelena was standing in front of the tree, but the background was blurred, and the tree is like all colorful, right, with the ornaments. And the ornaments are only the color of the Infinity Stones, and it's sort of like blurred in the background. So it's sort of like Yelena is ignoring the Infinity Stones.
I never noticed that, but
This
It's
is the
probably a
kind of.
stretch, but that's like cool. That's detail if they do that.
I mean, this is the kind of thing that like sickos get into.
I watched it twice. Okay, I
Yeah.
paid attention.
I mean, again, there's also a detail.
Sickos.
I'm going off tangent for a bit. There's also a detail in Endgame where when the portal comes out, it's all in the colors of the Infinity Stones as well.
Huh?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
cool.
there's that detail, but
But yeah. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the comments. So,
go
Star
to the
Machine
comments.
said Hawkeye episode 6 was a real good finale. Unlike most of the other MCU shows, this one sticks the landing, mostly due to the stellar lead performance. A lot of minor subplots don't work for me, but Steinfeld and Pugh are electric.
I agree with that.
And
Yeah.
Simple Joe said Hawkeye final episode is great up until Kazi start using laser pointer on a sniper. Then
yeah,
great
that
again
was
when
that
they
was like
both
annoying.
return to the Barton's home, and the best of all, Avengers musical. We'll
Yeah.
touch on the post-credit scene. You want to talk about post-credit scene now?
Oh wait, here. About the laser pointer thing, it's like we know it doesn't make any logical sense. Why
Like,
would
here's
you
the thing,
use
it annoys me,
laser
but I can't
pointer?
complain about it because so many movies do it.
No, the thing is, the movies have to do laser pointer on sniper just to show who the sniper is shooting at, kind of thing, or who they're targeting, I suppose,
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
it clear.
like I've
But
come
in
to accept it. I still don't like it, but I've come to
Yeah.
accept it.
like logically, why would you do that? Yeah, but yeah, I'll let it slide at this point, kind of thing. It's more like movie series kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, all right.
and yeah, we'll touch on the musical later. I
Okay, we'll
guess.
save it till the end. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Simple Joe also said it had a good plot, but there are so many problems with it. The scene, except the Aero Party scene that was supposed to be great, end up becoming stupidly non-cyclical and boring. Disagree with that. I think based on what we said earlier, I think most of us disagree with that as well.
No, here I remember Simple Joe's main argument, like main dislikes about the final episode is the fact that Yelena at first when she's like going down rappelling down the building really quick,
Oh yeah,
she directly
Nope, that's not it.
si-
Is it this one? There it is. This is the comment.
Simple Joe, wait, go back from the previous one.
It's
Yeah.
it's a continuation.
Simple Joe, yeah, as he explained here, Yelena's motivation to kill Barton was built up for 3 episodes, only to be we saw Martha at the end. She talked about killing Barton while eating hot sauce, when waiting on the lift with Kate. Next one.
Moving on.
And actually she actually tried to shoot him when she was rappelling down off the window. But then when they met, instead of shooting him, they start talking. You know, I'm gonna talk then punch him, kind of thing. So I get Simple Joe's whole argument because like again she was talking up about like I'm here to kill Barton, that's it. And then doesn't help that when rappelling down she's like boom
Okay.
shoots.
Okay. But my counter argument is when she's talking about the hot sauce, when she's talking while eating hot sauce, Kate haven't tried to convince her yet. After that, Kate has been trying to convince her ever since, including the elevator scene. Which is why at that point, if you're Yelena, you probably, and with the things going on with the Eleanor and Kingpin, you probably start questioning your own motivations in a way, and you must be curious if you want to know the truth. Which is why it makes sense why she didn't kill him right away.
Alright, yeah, that works as well. Honestly,
That's
I don't
my,
know
that's my
much
counter
about.
argument at least.
It's just that like it could be like as the episodes progress, like her conviction on trying to kill Barton like grew. I mean, no, like faded less and less to a point where she's more curious in the end.
Yeah, it's again I think I agree more with Ariq more like what's that name? She just kind of like she wants to know instead of just avenging her sister, I guess.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know, she wants
eventually,
to know
it
why.
builds up.
Yeah, eventually.
It's called
Probably-
character development.
Probably something like that. Yeah. Katie Lynch then said, "I like the finale. I don't understand the criticism."
But did people not like
Alright.
it?
I think some people, again, is kind of let down a little bit with how everything is wrapped
Man,
up.
especially it's definitely a bit of a letdown for me at least, especially with the Kingpin stuff.
That's like my only issue with the finale. Everything else I
That's
love.
my only
about
issue
the
is, like,
finale.
yeah,
For me,
upon
I mean,
rewatch.
we are on the same boat together. I think that we are not that pleased with the Kingpin's performance, but everything else we're okay with it. Yeah. And then Fatlaf Movie says this was a bunch of fun. Still has a few of the problems that most of these shows have had this year, but still a fun, entertaining waste of time.
Entertaining waste of time.
entertaining
Hailey
waste of
Stein
time.
again. Fatlaf Movies. Hailey Steinfeld great. Renner once again proved this franchise secret weapon, while him and Paul Rudd. Okay. And the supporting cast varies from surprising to lame to halfway enjoyable? Question mark? I gotta say, the Jack, Jack, like
Kane.
apparently he's just some random dude that actually knows
Yeah, this is
SWORD
just a charming,
stuff.
just charming.
Yeah,
dude
I was
that-
expecting a bit more honestly, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But in the end, he's
again,
just like,
I like it.
aha.
He got framed.
evil mustache. It's like really
He was
that
a nice
mustache.
dude, you know?
Yeah, it's just
You know,
some
they
dude. that-
literally used him as a patsy for like 5 episodes long. In the end, he's just like, haha, Angar.
Very much, yeah. Yeah. Naruto the man said the Kingpin was alright. I'm glad that Dinafrio hears though. I think we are all glad that Dinafrio is back because he's really great. Kingpin. And Simple Joe said tracksuit start from threatening on third episode to downright idiotic at the end. I think we all agree that since the tracksuits appear that they're comic relief at this point.
It's very,
from
it's
the
very,
start.
com- it's very,
Comic
it's very
At
comic
no
accurate
point-
as well.
At no
At
point.
no
did I
point
think
they
were
felt threatening.
Yeah, that's how I felt as well. One of which is they supposed to target Eleanor, but not one of them try to separate to fight Hawkeye and find Eleanor. Yeah, I mean,
Well, none of them
Oh,
found
the-
Eleanor anyway. So
Yeah, that's true.
they
Yeah.
only found Eleanor because the LARPers found them and then told.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Are there more?
There are several more. Samuel
Yeah.
Stein said final action sequence is great. I like how they dealt with the Griffin Natasha. Oh, yeah, we touched about that. Katie Lynch said the trick arrow scenes are great. Fred Louis says the finale. I like finale a lot better than most MCU shows. And then someone said the post credit scene is kind of lame though. Yeah, let's talk about that now.
Let's talk about post credit scene. Yeah. Let's talk about post credit scene. The music. Oh, what happened to Ariq?
I think Ariq clicked the end broadcast by accident.
Probably. Yeah.
Not end
But yeah.
broadcast. He left by accident.
Clicked on the wrong button.
Did that? I've did that before.
Yeah, me as well. All right, yeah, the post credit scene. I think I mentioned it in the first, after the first episode. Like, I want to see more of this musical, and I'm really glad that we get to see more of this musical.
Technically,
Like-
what we got to see was the full version without the cuts.
Yeah,
with the
exactly, right.
the
And it's
story.
like, and I'm like, sure, it's cringe, but it's a fun cringe to watch. I'm like, I was actually enjoying the song.
But yeah, I was cringing, but I hated it. I mean, I enjoyed it. I hated it and enjoyed it at the same time.
I hate it. It just
I can do this all day. I cannot sing. But yeah, what do you guys think about Ariq?
it was really fucking
it's
stupid. It was
Oh,
pretty
it's
fucking
stupid. That's
dumb.
for sure.
I don't know why, but I think I would have enjoyed it, but I don't know, the song just doesn't seem as catchy or as I hoped it would. It would
Well,
have
I
been a lot
think
funnier if it was as catchy and we would sing it along until we got bored of it, but we didn't sing along to it.
I can do this all
I
day.
sort of
part was fun.
did, but I
Yeah, we
sort of
did.
did, but then you guys skip ahead, so I was off sync with your track.
That's true.
Oh, right.
No, here
I went through the credits.
I would have done it more if more of my friends here actually watched the Hawkeye series, but none of them did. So even if I do the I can do this all day part, no one would get it except you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say I thought the post edition was fine. What could have made it better is after watching that whole thing, it pans to the audience, and there is Yelena watching that there, and he's like, I waited 5 hours in line for this. I could have gone to the Statue of Liberty.
You know?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
nice.
That would have
better.
been nice.
That
Yeah, it
would
would've
have
been
that would have
funnier.
made it
You're onto something,
exponentially
Albert.
better. Yeah.
Right.
You're onto
Yeah,
something.
I want to see Yelena cringing to it. Just like
Cringing to it, and I could have went to the Statue of Liberty. Damn. You know? You made a very good point, Bert. You made a very good point. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because they just kind of show the thing, but if it was more like that would be funny.
That would be
Funnier.
funny, yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Again,
Yeah.
it's just the Avengers plus Ant-Man for some reason.
Or I could
Yeah,
kind of watch Scott Lang be like.
Hey, they put me in.
Someone pointed out, maybe this is the reason why Ant-Man is there is maybe someone saw Scott Lang who traveled back in time to 2012 and was like, oh, he's in a fight this whole time.
Oh,
In
that's
Endgame.
true.
true.
Maybe that's why it's there.
But he's so
He was the
small
only-
that
he was the only one that wasn't supposed to be there. That's there in 2012.
That's true, yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, all right. So let's have our thoughts on the overall
season.
show and how does it ranks among the other show as well as how it ranks among the MCU for you guys.
Alright, yeah. Who wants to go? Albert, why don't you go first, I guess, with the overall.
Albert had a list somewhere he sent to the group, and I pretty much agreed with it. But where is it?
I had a list. I updated my list definitely.
Yeah, Albert, go
Updated.
ahead.
Oh yeah, the
So,
must be for Hawkeye.
I think this is in my opinion, this is after watching it again, this is the best show of the MCU.
Okay.
They know what it's doing. It has a central plot. I like that it's grounded and it's very different than the other stuff. This is the most grounded the MCU has been in terms of story.
Mhm.
Because they're literally dealing with local crime, and I really like that. And it have the heart of it is still there with the best. The Haley Steinfeld and Clint Bishop's dynamic works, and it carries the whole show. There is heartfelt moments There is great action sequence, one of the best and most creative action sequence we've seen in a while from the MCU, and it nails its finale, so it's good. Right now it is my number 8 in terms of my MCU ranking out of
Ooh.
the 32
Movies and series.
Yeah, out of 32 movies and series, it's number 8. This is my favorite of the TV shows. In terms of TV shows, it goes Hawkeye, Loki, WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, What If.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. How about Ariq?
No, I found the list, Albert. It's your Phase 4 ranking.
I have a Phase
Basically.
4 ranking?
Yes. Jeez. I found
Oh,
it.
Oh, okay,
But-
but that's before I rewatched the
Yeah, but that's
Hawkeye
before
series.
our
It
Hawkeye
rise
update.
up.
Well, at least I know exactly where Hawkeye lands now there. But
Yeah.
I think Hawkeye is not my favorite series. It's my second favorite series.
Yeah.
Because the first, I still prefer Loki the most. Because I think I mentioned already several times, I wasn't looking forward to Hawkeye. I didn't really care much about him. Just some dude with a bow and arrow. Kind of pathetic compared to the whole Avengers. It's kind of weak. And the first 2 episodes, honestly, in my opinion, is probably like the weakest of all the Marvel series. Maybe it's a bit stronger than Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it was pretty much one of the weaker ones. It was like episode 3. That's when things kind of start
Starts to get fun.
escalating. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it does have the best. What do you call
The
it?
car chase
ending.
scene, right?
Yeah, the car
Oh,
chase scene
the
was
ending.
pretty cool. Yeah, but I did say like it has the best ending of all the series.
Mhm.
It goes up like this. It's like
Up!
immediately.
Just up.
But yeah, so it is my second favorite, and based on actually, no, you know what? Well, just leave it on
Based
that.
on all the series, well, how would you rank it? I guess Loki being the first, Hawkeye
Loki,
second,
Hawkeye. Wait, what was it? What's her name? WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Yep.
WandaVision. Then
Oh.
Captain or What If?
Falcon, Winter Soldier, then What If? Because What If was
Alright.
we got thrown off guard, man. We were like, oh, they're not related, and these are just random
Yeah,
episodes.
that's
And then in the end, they're like, haha,
It's all connected.
psych, psych.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. How about you, Teguh?
How about me? Let's see. Definitely not. Okay. Number 1 is still Loki.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna put WandaVision still at number 2,
Oh, alright.
and then Hawkeye, and then What If, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay. You like What If more than Falcon Winter Soldier, alright.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. Alright, understandable. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Wait, is there more you want to say, Teguh? Are there more? Teguh's thinking hard.
No.
Oh.
Additional question for everyone. What is everyone's favorite scenes? Of
Wait,
the show?
dude, wait, dude.
Favorite
I
what?
haven't done my rankings yet.
Scenes.
I haven't seen
After
my
Kelvin,
no,
after Kelvin,
ignore Kelvin.
after Kelvin, we'll
Ignore
go around
Kelvin's
again.
dialogue.
We'll go
We
around
don't need
again.
it. We don't need it.
Here. Okay, I'm pretty much agree with most of you. I guess like here in the chat as well. I guess chime in with your list. I guess now, but yeah. Again, I've only watched all of them like once, so all of them is first viewing kind of thing, right? For me, Loki is still number 1 for me. I still enjoy Loki a lot, and then from a fun standpoint, yeah, Hawkeye I like him as number 2, and then WandaVision, was it Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then What If, because honestly, What If could have been a lot higher, but could have been higher than Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's just that there are quite a few I don't care episodes on What If, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that brings it down quite a lot. Yeah, that's my rankings out of the 6, I think. Wait, how many? 5 MCU shows we got. Yeah. All right, yeah. So okay, Albert, what was it, Bert? Go on.
Favorite scenes from the, or I guess
Hawkeye?
favorite episodes and favorite scenes if you have any, if it's separate.
From the Hawkeye or like every
From Hawkeye,
MCU
from
stuff?
Hawkeye.
from Hawkeye. Well, it's definitely for me. It's going to be I still think the action car, the car chase scene is number one for me.
Mhm.
Like as much as I like the Ice Rink one, the car chase scene on episode 3, I think. Yeah, I think that one's still my favorite because I don't know, just like at the start with the whole one take thing, that was pretty cool, and we get to see some of the arrows. Kate just kind of reacting to like there is more dangerous arrow than this, something like that. That was pretty fun, and then the whole part of like Clint Barton not being able to hear because his hearing aid got broken, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was fun. And then especially at the end with the Pim arrow thing that just like a giant arrow, and then the plunger arrow actually got having a use. That was fun watch. Yeah, that one's still my favorite scene from the whole Hawkeye series. Yeah. What about you guys?
Favorite scene.
Your favorite scene or favorite
Uh,
episode?
Scene and
Both.
both, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, mine is episode 3 and that scene. Honestly, just fun watch.
I'll go ahead since you're thinking. My favorite episode is episode 3. It's still, I think it's a near perfect episode. And I'm gonna split it into two. Although my favorite action scene is the thing Calvin said, the chase sequence, especially because there's a portion of that fight where it's one take in a car and it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, I mean, even everything in the warehouse is pretty cool. But my favorite overall scene of the whole show, which again, the show is carried by Clint and Kate and their performances, which is why the phone call with Nate is still my favorite scene when Clint is like cannot hear and Kate is writing it down. That is my overall favorite scene, and both are episode 3, which is why episode 3 is my
It's
favorite.
so heartwarming that
It's,
scene.
it's the best. It's
Mhm.
obvious. It's honestly the best scene.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So my favorite episode and scene are different, basically. I mean, like my favorite scene is not doesn't take place in the same as my favorite episode because my favorite episode is still episode 6 because, like I said, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of things that they wrapped up. I mean, the only issue there was like Kingpin, but I kind of accepted him because
Mhm.
Disney Plus. He's nerfed by Disney Plus. Nerfed by Disney Plus and
More like
general ratings.
Disney minus.
No, Kelvin. No,
Alright.
no, no. But yeah, we've already mentioned talked about episode 6, so it's pretty clear why it's my favorite. But my favorite action, yeah, it's still what's it, the car chase? Not the car chase action scene stuff. Because actually, I remember. Oh, Kelvin hasn't watched this yet, but it reminded me heavily of the Raid 2 because there was like one
Oh,
car chasing that also took like, well, it's not really one
yeah.
shot, but it looks like it's filmed in like one shot. So I like the way
Yeah.
they filmed that was very reminiscent of the movie of the Raid 2, but with more arrows and less punching. So that was pretty cool. Very impressive. I really like that, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Teguh?
Teguh, your turn.
For me, my favorite, I think I'm exactly the same with Ariq. My favorite episode is episode 6, just because, like, in total, it had the most stuff in it and the most enjoyment in it. But my
Mm.
favorite scene is the car chase scene with all the trick arrows and the one take, all of that. So yeah,
So, yeah.
and I mean they had a charger.
So I
Oh,
guess
that,
we're very
yeah.
much like we all agree that the car chase scene is probably the best action
Yeah,
scene
and
from
don't forget
Hawkeye.
that Pim arrow with the
Pim arrow.
big boot. That was fun.
Should have destroyed the
was-
bridge. Probably should have destroyed the bridge.
Probably should have. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
USB arrow, the USB arrow that doesn't kill
USB arrow.
Mafia.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, that's what you don't want to find out.
What?
What?
Consensus:
But yeah.
we want Bird and Bertie to do more stuff for the MCU.
Yeah, that's true. Bert and Bertie, the director of like how many episodes?
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 are like.
Oh, that's where. Yeah, that's where I like. That's when I start liking it.
Yeah, very much right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright. Let's go to the chat for a bit. Bert or Ariq,
Okay.
whoever that control the chat.
Let me do it. So Katie Lynch said Hawkeye is top 10 in my MCU ranking. Samuel Stein says number 15 right now, still below Loki in terms of show, but above the rest. Star Machine said around top 15 for me, maybe, not sure. Fred Love Movie says Hawkeye's number 17 for me. Fred Love Movie asks, are you guys ever gonna do a revised top 10 MCU ranking since it's been a while since that original episode?
We were talking about it at one point, and we are thinking of doing that. Yeah.
I think the best
Sometime-
moment for us is when Phase 4 ends, maybe. Because like
Whoa,
Here.
I don't know when that's gonna happen.
Here,
That-
here's the
that's
thing. I was
already-
We just started.
Here, I was
Oh,
thinking
yeah, exactly.
we should do an what's its name? A revised one after all of us watch No Way Home. By all of us, I mean me and Teguh. Because after that, it's going to be a while. Multiverse of Madness coming out on May 6th, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a while until we have another MCU. So I think that's the best time we can.
Yeah, I'm in
revise.
agreement with Kelvin.
Because
Or MCU.
last time we did that, when we
What was
did
the
that
last time we
ranking,
did
it
it?
was after Infinity War, I think. So
not
we've
so
had
Endgame was not in.
no,
in
because
here?
that was our
Oh.
second episode. It was either our second or third episode ever. So our first episode ever was Infinity War. So
Yeah, we remember
since
that.
then,
yeah.
we've had No Way Home, we had Far From Home, we've had Endgame, we've had all the TV shows, we've had Captain Marvel, we've had Black Widow, we've had Ant-Man and the Wasp, Eternals, Shang-Chi. So we've got maybe the
Oh, we got
rating.
Lanty.
Now,
Wait,
maybe
the
it's changed.
TV series, are we gonna include that or is it just
Include
Included,
so.
included.
Oh, we're gonna put movies, okay.
Yeah,
They didn't have
included.
TVs back then, so I mean TV
Yeah.
series back then, so we
Didn't have TVs back then.
They don't
damn.
have-
Oh, they didn't have
Damn.
TVs back then.
So yeah,
Straight up.
our ranking is probably gonna change as well. Even from
Yeah.
maybe some of the ones that previously lower goes higher up. So we'll see. We probably
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll have to.
Yeah, we're going
Good
to do
question.
that. Yeah, good question. We are going to do that sometime between January 7th until May 6th. All I know, we're going to do that before Multiverse of Madness. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last few comments here. Simple Joe said, overall, the series is 8 out of 10. The episode 6 out of 10. I really wish they built the confrontation between Yelena and Barton flow more organically instead of Barton whistle out of nowhere. And Katie Lynch said, the whistle showed Barton's relationship with Nat, though. So, yep. And Samuel Stein have a question, which is not really spoiler, although he put a spoiler tag on it. He has asked Spider-Man spoilers. Maybe, I don't know. Do you guys know where this is in the MCU timeline before or after? No
It's
Way
a
Home?
spoiler if we discussed about it, Albert.
It's
To
not.
be fair.
All I
Fair.
know. All I know.
Should
Kelvin,
I-
you can
should
put
I
it-
be
Kelvin,
muted
put it
right
back. No. Kelvin, put it back. I'm not gonna talk about No Way Home.
Kelvin's not even looking at
Put
the
it back.
screen.
I'm not gonna talk about No Way Home. All I know is that this take place around 2025. And
Oh.
wait. When does the snap? The blip is 5 years: 2018, 2019,
2023.
2023. Okay, so the Iron Man dies in 2023.
Yeah.
This takes place around 2025, and I know that not because of the show, but because of a set photo of episode 3. In episode 3, remember they go to Chinatown to fix the hearing aid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was a poster that said there was a Chinese New Year poster, and it says 22 something, and it's covered in the framing of the shot. But in the set photo, it says 2025, and
Okay.
Chinese New Year takes place around February. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure. And again, this is around Christmas, right? So
2034.
it's either the Christmas of 2024 or this is like in 2025, Christmas 2025, but it's most likely 2024 because why would there be a Chinese New Year poster for 2020, right? If it's around
Mhm.
Christmas, why would there be
Yeah,
a
Unless
yeah,
it's an
that
Chinese New Year
makes
old
sense.
poster
poster
Okay.
somewhere?
somebody didn't take down.
Right, so it's probably 2024 Christmas. I don't
Yeah.
know where. Again, No Way Home takes place directly after Far From Home, so that's like
Far From
summer.
Home takes
so
place directly after, well, not directly.
so it's
Sometime.
the summer after 2023. So this
Yeah.
probably is after No Way Home.
All right.
Based on that
Yeah.
logic.
Fair enough.
Are there any more?
Yeah, but I think Samuel just commenting
Simple.
on Katie Lynch. The way
Yeah,
how the
definitely.
whistle is really weird. The whistle's great, but it's weird. Fair. And I do realize
Yeah.
one more thing upon rewatch. They ADR. You guys know what ADR means, right?
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
They. That's when they add voiceover
Oh.
post. When Kazi was talking to Maya when they're fighting, he was talking. Whenever he's talking, it's shot from behind Kazi, and it's clearly ADR. So maybe they just want to add more stuff for Kazi to say. Maybe their fighting was just very silent, but they made him say a lot of stuff. because I can tell it was ADR. It was just kind of weird the way how they did it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Honestly, I thought Kazi would have a bigger role, but
Died.
all right.
Oh well.
Yeah. All right.
Wasn't as
Yeah.
gruesome
So,
in the comics. As the
Yeah.
Oh well.
oh well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, well.
I think that's. Are there more that we want to talk about? I think I've pretty
No.
much covered all I want to say.
AT
Right?
Storm.
Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we should just wrap it up for now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's wrap it up for now. So yeah. Let's plug, I guess. So Teguh, why don't you go ahead?
You can find me on Instagram at CG23399 and on Steam at New Testament.
And Ariq?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria, and you can find me on Steam at Dumbledore's Arby's, throwback episode 95.
Alright, yeah. And you guys can
Remember
find me
all
on
the
Instagram at
episodes.
KYS27, Disco Monkey027 on Twitch, and Disco Monkey on YouTube. Put it in the background!
Go block.
Just have to say it now, actually, right? Alright, and Albert, go ahead.
Find me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Wiradharma. I'm not gonna post any TikTok for this week. I'm taking a break because of Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone, by the way.
Happy holidays.
And happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
I'll be back and doing some TikTok stuff, at least Councilmen stuff in after the New
A
Year's.
few weeks, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and then find me on YouTube and Letterboxd if you want to see my Letterboxd activity. Want to see all my 11 movies that I watched plus all the reviews that I did on it. Check out there in the Letterboxd at Jaw Movies. Kelvin also have Letterboxd. I forgot what his account is though. I think it's like
I think it's just.
only two of us have Letterboxd. These are two. I tried to
Yeah.
convince them. They still don't want to.
It's not that I don't want to, I'm just too lazy.
That's fair.
I don't want to because I'm too lazy.
But let's see, you can keep track of the films you watch. But yeah, that's check me out there and find the Councilman at Councilman Show wherever you listen. We're not wherever you listen. Councilman Show is at Twitter and Instagram. Check us out there. When we go live stream, I post there as well. And find the Councilman Show, which is the Councilman Show, whenever you listen to podcasts, Podbean, Spotify, Castbox, wherever. Check us out there. Didn't get to check if there's a review this week. We'll do it again next week. I've been really busy. I haven't got time to do that yet. So yeah, but leave a review and we'll shout you out next time.
Yeah, alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it for our final episode of 2021. Yeah.
Next week we're
again,
gonna do the best of 2021.
Yeah, next week you're going to do the best of 2021. So stay tuned for that. If you have, if you're not spending time with your family. But yeah,
It's your family. Come with us.
yeah.
No, bring your family in on
Everyone,
the
yeah,
loop.
bring your family. Bring your family with it.
Bring your family.
No, that's true.
Play it in the
Next
background
week
of your
is
breakfast.
Bring Your Family Day. But yeah, again, before we end, I guess the final episode, I guess we just want to say, thank you for everyone that's been loyal, that's been like watching our show, joining the live stream, chiming in the live stream. We all really appreciate that. It
Mhm.
makes the show a lot of fun when everyone's chiming in, when everyone's interacting with each
half
other.
of our content is reacting to you guys, so
Yeah, that is true. And again, yeah, like
Yes.
sometimes when you're doing reviews, sometimes we forgot some scenes, and the chat helps with that. The chat helps
Yeah.
bring everything together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
so yeah.
like the hot sauce comment by Naruto the Man went viral on TikTok. So
Okay.
that's all you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see? So yeah, really, thank you for everyone that's been following us, joining the live stream and everything on YouTube. Yeah, and yeah, of course, the listeners as well from the podcast that we post. Yeah, thank you for listening to us. Yeah, thank you for all the reviews that you guys have dropped this year. All of them has been a blast to read. It's like, sure, some of them are weird, but it's a fun read. It's a fun read. So yeah, you know what?
Hot
Let's say it.
sauce.
Drop us some weird review. We'll read it.
Uh-huh.
Drop us some
Uh-huh.
weird review. Yeah. But yeah, again, 2021 has been a blast. We think 2020 this year we changed a lot of our format. We really like chimed down on what works and what didn't really works.
Took
I
us
guess.
3 years to figure this out, you know?
Yeah, it took us 3 years to figure this out.
42.
We're probably still figuring it out till.
We're
We're
later
probably
again.
still gonna change a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, again, probably still going to
Probably
change a
will.
lot, but yeah, still. I think we found a pretty good formula with what we're doing right now. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it. Do you guys have any final words to say?
Yes. Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year.
Yeah, I was gonna do that when I was about to close it up.
Did you not notice how what I
Merry New
said?
Because I mean, it's technically not wrong. It just sounds wrong.
Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year.
Alright, so you guys have anything else to say, or did I cover pretty much everything?
No,
yeah,
no,
like-
no.
No?
Oh, we got
Alright, yeah,
everything done.
okay. Alright, so yeah, please, guys, share the podcast with your friend. Let's make next year even better year for us, for everyone, I guess. It's more fun when the more the merrier, I suppose, right? But yeah, so yeah, before you close it out, I guess I know Christmas is like 2 days or a few days ago, I guess. But yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrates it, and of course, have a happy New Year.
Merry
And
New
with
Year.
that, the Councilman has spoken, and we'll see you next week on 2022. Alright,
2nd of
so yeah,
January.
2nd of January to be more precise. But yeah,
Mm.
again, thank you for all your support this year, and we hope to see you again next year, and hopefully some new faces as well. So yeah, not faces, I guess. We don't see their face. New names.
Yes. Names.
But yeah. Alright, yeah, have a happy new year.